live?
We are live.
It's live.
It's live.
Oh,
live.
we've
It's
started
loud.
the show. The
Oh
program.
God!
It
Everything
is.
is going on.
The program's been started.
It's amazing. It's casual. It's
It's
Sex
Captain
in the
Geek.
City.
It's sexy.
Sex in the City. I'm loving it.
Captain Geek, you are literally Sex in the City.
Dab, 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 dab.
Nom nom
Good
nom.
times. Sex in the City. Good times.
Chicka
Hey,
chicka
hey
what,
Walker. Walker.
Chippy do da.
Bop,
Dab, 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 dab. Dab, 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 dab.
bop, bop.
Dab, dab, dab. Dip, dip.
Bop, bop,
Yep,
bop,
yep,
bop.
yep. Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep, yep. Yep,
Bop,
yep,
bop, bop.
yep, yep, yep,
Oh,
yep.
nope, 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 nope,
Bop, 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 bop.
nope.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Level Unlock podcast.
I don't know what that was either.
You couldn't,
Other than
understand, you couldn't understand what we were saying? I thought everyone
Yeah,
could.
we were speaking complete English.
Yeah,
That was
super
fluent
straightforward.
American, boys.
That was just.
Fluent American.
That was human speak.
Are
I
you
am human.
sure?
It was. But guess what, everybody?
Hmm.
Guess what today is?
What is today? What is today, Walker?
What is
is
today?
Captain
Uh,
Geach?
Today
What
is
is
Monday.
July
It's
15th.
Monday.
No, I'm just
Happy
kidding.
Monday, everybody.
Today is the milestone episode of the Level Unlock podcast, episode 20 motherfucking 5.
25.
Halfway to 50.
Proud of you guys. You guys do a lot of these.
We are a quarter of the way to 100.
We are.
Being
With
cold.
That means
355 viewers, listeners, downloads, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's huge. 25 straight weeks, which is
24 actually. 24.
24.
Technically, because of the E3 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But, nevertheless, episode 25, 5 straight months, which is absolutely impressive. I've never did anything for 5 straight months.
I mean,
Dedication.
Every time I
You've
work
been
out,
working
I
for-
quit after 3 months, so I'm good.
yeah, you do.
I would say the only thing consistent in my life has been my job. But past that, nothing else. Nothing else has ever been consistent. I don't know about you guys, but that's me.
What about like
What about your family?
marriage and stuff? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right? I was about to say, I'm like, wait, weren't you consistently married?
Okay,
to us?
if we want to break it down, technically yes, I've been with the same girl for 9 years, been married for 3.
Hey,
But we go
that's
past
that's
that,
achievement.
then there's other things. Okay.
Well,
Sheesh.
you've also had the same kids for a while.
I
Yeah?
have-
That's true. The
I
kids are
have.
consistent.
I haven't changed them
And the
out
dog. The dog too. I mean, you've
haven't changed.
you've had
them.
one of the dogs for a while.
yet. Cyrus,
You
7
know,
years.
You can't
Yeah.
just put them inside the thing when you can't.
Jeez, I
Remember
was
when
trying to
your
make
family
this seem
said,
like
"Yeah,
a.
put that back"?
Jeez,
Yeah,
I was
put
trying
that
to.
back.
I was trying to make this seem like a cool thing. We only had very limited things that are consistent, and you guys are fucking out here rattling everything off. Sheesh, way to ruin that one.
pouring that cold water all over it.
Dicks.
Wake Up Podcast, we are live.
We are.
We are live.
So, anywho, welcome everybody to the Level Unlock podcast, episode 25. Everyone, I'm speaking of my family and kids. They're all behind me, running rampant.
Tribe.
Everyone, introduce yourselves. James, we'll start with you. You take the lead.
My name is James. I play video games all the time on twitch.tv/people8studios. You can also watch YouTube stuff that I make youtube.com/people8studios. You can also follow me on Twitter at people810. Go next, whomst ever.
I'll go. Why not? So, I'm Nate. YF Kitsune on all platforms. Twitter, just YF Kitsune. Instagram, YF Kitsune. PlayStation, Steam, YF Kitsune. And that being said, with the whole Steam thing, I finally got my setup. That's cool. But yeah, it's where you can find me. I'm going to be making content, and I'm going to be streaming a lot of my horrible attempts at trying to surf and do other things. So that's me.
Where are you? Are you still in Pennsylvania?
I am. I live here.
Were you talking about surfing there?
No, My horrible attempts of like CS:GO surfing. But you can surf in PA. There's certain times of the year. My cousin has a whole wetsuit and surfboard and everything.
You can surf at Erie?
Yeah, there's a group for it.
I didn't know that.
Like
Yeah.
surfing like on boogie boards, like that type
No,
of surfing.
surfing out like surfboards, like shaka, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all was living there. Y'all wasn't really.
No, we don't. We're not surfers though.
Well, look at this group here. How much do we go outside? Well, you two. Never
Hey, I
mind.
went
You
outs-
guys.
I
You
went
guys go
outside
outside all the
today.
time. The other
And us
side.
3 actually.
So
Yeah.
we got.
Yeah, we go Pokemon Go.
Tracking through the forests.
So essentially,
Yeah.
if you look at my screen, you got the Girthquake on the side here. Me and James. The Girthquake. Yeah, I'm calling us fat. And
Girthquake. Jesus.
and then you got the fit people on the other side.
I mean, I'm like a quarter fit. I definitely
Sorry,
don't have
James.
stamina. Though.
I gave us a
It's
nickname.
okay,
I just didn't tell you.
I'm highly allergic.
25%.
I'm highly allergic to anything exercise or healthy related.
I know.
I mean, I'm getting back on keto, so that's a thing.
Keto diet?
Yeah.
I
You
can
gotta
just,
be kidding me.
I can just
I
see it in
gotta be-
James's face. He's like, "What the fuck, Walker?"
Fat shaming me, you piece of
Hey, I'm fatter than you, so get out of here. I don't even want to hear it.
Oh my.
I weigh significantly more than you do, so I don't even want to hear it.
I actually weighed
Let's have a
myself
wait.
today, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Let's have a ways off, Walker.
Hey, I was putting us into duos, okay? It was us against them, but whatever. Fine.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Fine.
yeah,
I'll-
who's
You
gonna
meant
survive
well.
the nuclear winter better longer?
Exactly.
We are. Me and Walker are because of our fat content.
I feel that. I feel that. You know what? I can't say that. I feel that though.
Keeps you warm in the winter. Cold.
Exactly.
Winter's coming.
Mr. Schroeder. What's
Hi.
up, bro?
Oh, you know, doing stuff. I'm taking a picture of the screen and then sharing it on Instagram right now.
That's a good
There
idea.
we go. All right, ready? 3, 2, smile. There it goes. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it.
I'm
Can't even
hiding 'cause
ever-
I don't like to
you
be on
could-
camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can never ever see James's face.
Yeah, why do you hide behind your pop filter, my guy?
That's why he has it.
You know,
That's why I have-
this is the only time he ever uses his camera is for the podcast. He doesn't use
Yeah,
it for
this is
anything
it.
else. You never use
Wait,
it. He
you
always
don't
has it off.
face cam, do you?
No. No, this is the only
Yeah,
time
yeah.
he actually uses his camera.
Ever.
I bought this wonderful camera at Walmart for like $35.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Did you?
Myself, I'm Captain Geach. Captain Geach _ Geach 15. There we go. That's how you say it.
There we go.
On everything. Schroeder, he was distracted. He's splash
I am
screen
still
gaming.
distracted. Yeah. Sorry, you asked me a question. I'm doing good. Go. What were you saying?
No, I was saying introduce yourself.
Yeah. Splash Screen Gaming, Team Splash Screen on Instagram. Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch. You know, all that stuff. I don't really do a lot of social media stuff, so James and Walker are probably the guys
We're
that.
working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna get
We're
there
working on
someday.
it.
We've only been saying that for like 10 years. That's all. But
10 years. What's 10 years, you know?
yeah. So yeah, that's Splash Screen Gaming right there in a
I like it.
nutshell. For now, working on it.
I don't know. You guys have Twitch stuff. Introduce you guys yourself.
So I am Justin, a platform I do like
Oh, we lost you there, Justin.
Yep, completely lost.
comic
No
book.
audio.
Oh, hello.
you're
Run
back.
it back.
Hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yes.
now? Okay,
Yep.
cool. So I do like to use Instagram as a platform. I have an illustration gallery on there you can take a look at. I tag all artists. It's a lot of comic book illustration stuff like that. Is at comic book illustration. I also have my own Instagram. I like to take photography. Justin _ Bonnet. That's what that would be. This is my friend Anna. We are here for the party, and we actually all
My
are on a
darling.
Pokemon Go team. We Pokemon Go, and we like to do that. So
We're Pokemon Warriors.
Exactly.
we got to catch them all.
And then for
We
those
hunt
who
them.
don't know, she's actually Elsa's sister from Frozen. She's hidden.
Yes, let it
Yeah.
go.
She's stuck in our world like once upon a time.
Right? How you like that?
I guess I'll be Olaf.
Kind of
I
suck.
like it.
Yep, and he be all off. Yep, that's Chisoma, CHISOHMA on everywhere. Instagram mainly. Got a lot of content coming soon. Chisomon also YouTube. We're gonna be bringing up a couple of really amazing skits on YouTube soon, and we're gonna be pulling Splash Screen Gaming on there too. Gonna help him with some of his media stuff. So y'all are gonna be seeing us a little bit more active.
Right.
Good shit.
There you go.
It's gonna be fun.
I think it's gonna be awesome. So thanks everyone for coming on this epic episode 25. I try to look up statistics about podcasts and people making it to episode 25, but I couldn't find anything. So I was just gonna make up some random statistics to make it sound badass. But
Well, you know, like 87%.
Most
of all
people don't
statistics
do
are
it.
fake.
To
Yeah,
be
sure.
fair, mine made to episode 9. Hello.
yeah, you're still there.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, I just didn't touch my mouse for a while, so my shit just went black. That's fine, whatever. Anyway,
Turn that shit off.
but yeah, like my podcast made it to episode 9 because things that had happened.
I had
Yeah.
James had a podcast as well. He had one episode.
that was the second incarnation of the same podcast that I had 15 episodes of. So
That's true.
same.
This
I
is
had
actually
a-
my first podcast, so cheers.
I had a podcast, an episode that I'd never released. I recorded it in my car, driving to go pick up my mom. It was like a 2-hour. I just literally talked for like an hour and a half about random bullshit and never released it. And of course, my phone ended up breaking, so now I don't have access to it.
Wow.
Lost forever.
It was
Lost
about
forever.
what the fuck was he? What was it about? Oh yeah, why I'm always like negatively viewed by people? Why people like don't like me? Because I have
Wow,
a weird
that's
thing
deep.
about that.
That's
Well, I
deep.
mean, it's the tattoos. It's probably the body weight. It's the receding hairline.
Maybe they're jealous.
It's
The
the
fact that you have-
glasses.
It's the fact that you have red
Is
hair.
this just like a
The fact
Dick
that
on
you got
Walker
red-
moment?
But yeah, it was actually really good. I actually talk about basically from my childhood to like even at Best Buy, where like I don't do anything, but people randomly don't like me, and I never fucking know why. But I always think I'm really arrogant
Yeah.
deep inside. But
They're intimidated
Well, I
by
mean,
your power.
yeah,
I
know.
mean,
Power
I liked you.
Intimidation.
Walker.
Appreciate it. Anywho, we kind of did that little unorthodox. Usually we introduce ourselves and talk about our week, so let's go ahead and chat about our weeks. James, you went first. Do you want to go first? Or you want someone else to go first?
I mean, I can go first.
First, got
so,
it.
I watched like 8 hours of an anime today.
Okay.
I watched Assassination Classroom for like 8
Oh,
fucking hours.
Yes. Good ass show.
I've never heard of that one.
So it's about these kids in middle school that have
What's
to
it-
kill their teacher before the teacher blows up the earth, essentially.
What's the
And
name
he's,
of
like,
this?
Super cool. That teacher is great.
Assassination Classroom. Oh yeah, he's great.
Assassination Classroom, Schroeder, if you didn't hear it.
It's
Okay.
on Funimation. If you have that.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching it on.
We do.
We do? I didn't know that.
On the
He's like,
PlayStation, what do you watch, bro?
Huh?
Netflix, and then the VHR thing, which has Funimation, everything. It has everything anime in it.
Oh, so you have
Oh, I
VOD?
did not need.
Verb.
Crunchyroll.
It has Crunchyroll, has all of it.
Crunchyroll.
I need my anime. Go ahead, James.
You're good. You're good. I also I don't what the fuck. I also watched finished the show All Out, which is a rugby anime. That was very yeah, I saw you perk up there, Nate. I saw you perk up there. That was interesting. That was a trip. It ended way too soon, in my opinion. Kind of blue-balled me a little bit, but that's cool. I started and finished watching Ouran High School Host Club. That is a goddamn adorable show, and I love it to death. That show meant for middle to high school age girls is fantastic. And then I started and finished watching Yuri on Ice, another
Yes.
phenomenal show, about ice skating, figure
Nice.
skating, that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I also played like 4 hours of Tetris 99 today.
Made it to number 8.
I made it to number 8 and got my hopes crushed.
And
I'm
then,
to put it in perspective, getting anywhere past like the top 50 is ungodly hard, and it gets crazy fast.
Getting past the top 10 means like you have to know like 3 moves ahead what you're gonna do.
Yeah, shit gets
stupid,
intensely fast and crazy. It's a fun ass game, but it's pretty wild.
I do not have. So all right, there's a Splatoon 2 event going on right now for Tetris 99. Where if you get 100 points total throughout just playing the Battle Royale mode, you get the Splatoon 2 theme, or the Splatoon theme. So going in today, I had like 160 some points. When I stopped playing at like 9 o'clock today, I was at like 400 something points.
Nice.
And
gee whiz.
To put that in perspective, I was getting maybe like 10 points a game, like tops. So I was really putting in that grind.
That's good though.
I started playing Final Fantasy 15 again.
Ooh.
Did you?
Yeah, that's fun.
Dude, everybody's playing that game.
No, 15.
No, 15, not 14.
Oh, okay.
I started 14 not too long ago.
Yeah, a bunch of people I know. A lot of people seem to like it. They say it's fun.
It's one of the better MMOs I've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for
Very close to WoW.
I'm just worried that if I start that game, I'll never see anybody ever again.
It's true.
Hey, we can play it.
Right.
Bring your stream back up.
Exactly. Do Final Fantasy grinding.
I know, I was doing really good there for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. My Final Fantasy grinding is on point. So
Good.
What else
That is
did I
good.
do?
That is
I
good.
downloaded a game on my phone called Soda Dungeon. And
Soda?
I've actually Soda Dungeon.
Is that Candy Crush?
No, actually, it's like Darkest Dungeon.
Oh.
Except more kid-friendly and a lot easier to play. The really thing that I probably put about maybe 2 or 3 hours into it so far. The only thing I can say about it is, boy, howdy do they make a free-to-play game work right. So, I'm always skeptical when it comes to like free-to-play games, especially on mobile, because it's always like every 5 seconds there's an ad. Walker, you've seen my Android streams, my shitty Android game streams. You know how it is.
Fucking
You know how
hilarious.
trash they are. Where it's like every 10 seconds there's a fucking ad that pops up.
Yep.
And it gets really annoying. Well, this one, so you recruit these adventurers in a tavern, a soda tavern, and you send them out to a castle to get to the 100th floor and then win, essentially. Every time you die, like after reaching, like if you've gone through enough rooms, it will, after you die, it will show like a full screen ad for 30 seconds. And then you exit out, it's fine. Later on throughout the game, you can unlock something like a wizard in the game that you could choose like in intervals of 10 where in the dungeon you want to spawn. With that, you could do that, but then you also have a choice. If you wanted to, you could do auto battles in it, where in the auto battles, the game just plays on its own. It makes all the decisions for you. During those auto battles, you can have a banner ad appear on the top of the screen. It's completely optional. You can do it if you want, but if you keep it on, you actually earn 10% more gold in game for having those banner ads on, which is great. And another thing too, you can also not only you can buy the ad-free version with real money, but you could also do it with the in-game currency that you get. It's like
that's
a
cool.
fuck ton. Like I think it's
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like 100 million gold, which
You have to watch a lot of ads.
I get maybe, in one good run I can get like 3,000 gold. So
Nice.
it's a grind, but you can.
Yeah, I mean it'll take some time, but
I mean you can do it. You could just pay with in-game currency to remove the ads, which is I love that.
that is pretty cool.
Other than that, I haven't really done anything else. I'm sure when Jeff's turn comes around, we can talk about our Pokemon Go haunting experience.
That was pretty fun.
I also went and saw a financial advisor today.
Did you?
Nice.
Yeah. So
Financial
I'm-
advisor, so adult.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a big
James
boy
over
now.
there being super adult.
You like gonna
Mhm.
get your own house or something, bud?
Saving up for different things throughout the years.
Oh, nice.
More
Putting
video
together
games.
a plan.
He has this he has this doll he found, but you can only get it from the Orient. It's like completely silicone, and it's I think they call it a love doll. Very expensive, those things.
Fuck, were they?
High
What's
tech.
up?
What are
What
they
the
called?
fuck are they called?
I know, I'm trying to remember what they are.
Daki Mara? Daki Hara?
Oh, I have no idea what they call it. The Japanese love doll, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Japanese love doll.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just guessing here.
Here are some results from a search.
I love it. There were some
Alright,
results.
so
from
the
this.
very
Come on,
first
Siri.
thing that I Google this, it shows a Euronews article that says how more men in Japan are turning to rubber romance.
Hey.
Wow.
Daruma
Yeah.
doll. A Daruma doll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey
It's
man,
like a
they're
Numa.
expensive, dude. Daruma
Yeah.
dolls are expensive, dude.
That's why you need to talk to a financial advisor before you go buying one.
Exactly.
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 You don't need to have it getting, the repo man coming and taking away your love interest there.
I mean, you know,
Make
probably
sure.
won't want to touch that after I'm done with it, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
It goes into the gently used bin.
Put it in an open box, it'll be fine.
Refurbish it. So,
Oh my
You got
god.
any of those? You got any of those refurbished open box ones? Now you can get a good deal
Geek
on
Squad
Can I get a-
certified.
Can I get a used
they're
sex doll, please?
75% off.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's fucking gross.
That's it
awesome,
for my
though.
week.
That's
oh,
gross
and Judgment
and
too.
awesome.
And
A lot of
amazing.
Judgment too.
Yeah, he's been playing Judgment like crazy.
But that's it. Go ahead next.
I'll go next. I don't have a lot. I've been playing Apex Legends, trying to get better at that. Basically, I'm only playing it for the missions. I haven't really been doing much this week. This Friday, I have my police officer test, not for the physical police department, but what's called a community service officer. Because being a larger city, they have basically a separate police that handles non-emergency calls to kind of get you ready to become an actual police officer.
Well, what's the name? Justin? What's the name of that role? An unofficial.
Crossing guard? No kidding.
Oh man, Dwight from
Dwight Schrute.
Oh,
yeah.
The,
He had that job.
Deputy sheriff.
the deputy,
Yeah.
the deputy sheriff. That's pretty much what it is. But essentially,
I'm a volunteer.
a community service officer responds to like car accidents that no one's hurt, things along those lines. Someone's store gets robbed, but no one's hurt. They're not going to send a police officer to write down what was stolen, or if somebody rear-ended somebody, instead of wasting a police officer's time, I would go and write down what happened. Things along those. I still get a police car and a gun and all that crap.
Sick.
So you're basically the intern.
More or less, and it pays pretty much the exact same amount as an actual cop.
Nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
technically, you still are putting yourself in like risk, so
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's danger.
And Nicole got me my birthday present. It's an actual gun. It's
Not in this Christian household.
a Smith and Wesson. My mom hates it because she hates guns, but it's more or less just to help practice for just the lock and everything that came with it. I don't have anything with it, but it's basically to help practice for when I do become a police officer. And obviously, I've never actually fired. I've only shot guns one time in my whole entire life.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only went to the firing range once, and it wasn't even with handguns. I think my one friend had a shotgun, and then he had like some kind of assault rifle type thing, and it wasn't even handguns. So, and I was stupid because I was like, how do I hold the shotgun? I was like, I put it against my shoulder, right? And he's like, no, you want to keep it about 6 inches away from your shoulder. And when you do that, boom!
That'll make it shiner.
And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, that doesn't make any, that doesn't sound right. And he was like, dude, how long have I been shooting guns for? I was like, well, way longer than me, and he was like, yeah, I own these guns. I think I would know how to hold them. I was like, it doesn't seem right. I'm just floating in the air.
This isn't like how it is in Call of Duty.
So me being like, okay, fine. I hold it out, and then sure as shit, boom!
Kaboom!
I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
Get a big bruise?
I did.
That reminds me of what is it? Have you guys ever gone to the website mywifeversusdeserteagle.com?
Oh my god, it's so funny. I seen those.
Oh, it's good.
I've played like Whack My Boss and shit. That's the only thing I can think of.
Essentially, there's ones with Desert Eagles where the woman has like the gun full out and she shoots it and goes boom right in her face.
Just hits her right in the face, right in the forehead.
Because Desert Eagles are 50 caliber handguns.
Yeah.
So they're fucking like they're badass, powerful. If you get shot, your arms
they
get
go
blown
boom.
off.
Wow.
I told Nicole, I was like, I want a Desert Eagle for protecting the house. And then my brother-in-law was like, what the fuck are you protecting the house from with the Desert Eagle? I was like, he was like, an army? I was like, maybe. You never know who's going to invade our house.
Stealing
you never
3 blocks down behind a fridge.
You never know when an angry gorilla is gonna come running through your walls.
One of those big fucking Pumbaa things.
Yeah.
Those wild
What's down in Arizona? Wile E. Coyotes.
Mountain lions,
Roadrunners.
bighorns,
Cheetah.
bobcats.
What were those things you can kill like once a year?
Polar bears.
Javelinas, warthogs.
Ravenous chia pet.
Just
Chia pet with laser beams on their head.
Oh shit, that's the real danger here. Is the chia pets.
Speaking of
the
Tucson,
actual threat.
it rained the last 2 days.
No.
I finally got to witness the monsoons.
The monsoons.
That's what they call them down here. They're calling monsoons.
So wait, are you in Arizona or Texas?
I was in Texas.
in
I moved to
Arizona.
Arizona. I live in Tucson, Arizona now.
Tuscan.
So guess how different monsoons are from regular thunderstorms.
Somebody told me you could walk in the rain, and the rain like disappears before it even gets to your feet.
In a lot of cases,
the top
yeah.
half of your body will be wet, but the bottom half will be dry.
Yeah, because of the ground, the
That's
cement and everything's
wild.
so hot.
Yeah.
That's
So
dumb.
down here they talk about
Dumb.
when I first got here they talked about monsoons. It's gonna be monsoons are crazy.
Monsoon season's coming.
Monsoon season's coming. I'm like, what the fuck's a monsoon?
Oh
Like,
God,
it's
you're all
like
gonna die.
It's like everyone makes it seem like we're gonna get hit
I
by
thought
like
hurricane season was over.
yeah. That's what I think. I'm like, is it like a hurricane, tornadoes? And they're like, well, no, it's like rain. I'm like, okay, but in like what sense? Why are they monsoons? I don't know. Like no one can tell me why they're called monsoons. So the last 2 days was the first time since we've been here that it really actually rained, and we're like, oh, it's a fucking monsoon. Let's see it. And it's literally a fucking thunderstorm. There's nothing special about it. It rains, it thunders, and it lightnings.
But it is very
The world-
different over there because
Yeah, the
ground
world
isn't
is
porous.
literally ending
Yeah.
over there.
It really is.
There-
God is raining his vengeance down onto the earth in the form of what we would call a light sprinkle.
It pretty much
yeah,
is.
Like aliens up there, they're flying
Zeus.
around, okay? They're
Right.
flying around, okay? They look at like Arizona
earthers.
and New Mexico and that area, and they're like, "There's no one stupid enough to live there, right?" That
Guess
is a
what?
barren wasteland.
The fucking desert with literally cactuses. But yeah, no, it's. I will say though, the second it rains, like when the rain hits the ground, it immediately floods. Like
Floods?
instantly
It's not
floods.
Oh, because it doesn't go anywhere.
Because there's no place for it to go. So it literally every road is flooded. So like, and obviously no one knows how to drive in that. While me and Nicole were like, let's fucking go out riding. Because
We got the roads to ourselves, baby.
we have the fucking all-wheel drive, the snow tires, no, the all-season tires. So yeah, we're dangerous people, man. You don't even know. And then the only other thing I have is that we went to the mall on Saturday because Nicole wanted her haircut. So this mall is like a 2-story mall. It's fucking huge. Have you guys ever been to the Robinson Mall in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
But it's essentially a fucking huge mall, 2 stories. So we go to get Nicole's haircut, and there's a line downstairs. I don't know if you remember, James, but any of you guys, well, either one of you, James, the Disney store?
Yeah.
The actual Disney store.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember when it used to be in there.
This mall still has one.
I've only seen the one in
Yeah.
New York City.
This mall still has one, but there's a
They're
line.
magical.
They are, and there's a huge line. So Nicole goes and gets her haircut. I walk downstairs, like, what's the line for? They're like, oh, they're giving away a key. I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, you just gotta spend $10. You get a special edition key. I was like, interesting. Okay, so I stay in line, probably a good 40
Fine,
minutes.
I'll get a key.
That's the key.
Whoa,
What is that?
Kool-Aid.
It's a Toy Story 4 key.
There you can see Woody.
I am feeling.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, doesn't
That is
open
pretty
anything.
What is that made out of?
Just
It looks
rubber.
like a Keyblade. I'm not even gonna lie.
Physically,
okay.
It's
Yeah,
just rubber.
kinda.
And supposedly there's 4 of these. There's one more coming out. And I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. I wish I'd known that. Kind of little
Wow.
collectors. Right now, I guess if you go to buy this off of Disney, it's $40.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's
That actually
$40.
does
No,
not
it's
surprise
Disney.
me.
It's literally rubber. Yeah, this is $40. If you try
That's
to buy
not
it.
just any rubber.
They gotta supplement the money that Avengers Endgame is brought in somehow.
Yeah.
But
They'll
yeah,
put that towards the budget, saying, "Hey, it beat Avatar."
supposedly the last one will be out in
Right.
the end of August for Lion King, and then you have the collection of 4. So the first one was
Crazy.
I guess the first one was to celebrate Mickey Mouse's 90th birthday.
Oh, that would be cool.
The second one was Donald Duck's 85th birthday.
Oh, that would be
Oh.
rad.
Yeah, and then this one, and then supposedly there's one for the Lion King. So,
Yeah.
but anywho, now that's pretty much my week. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special. Nate James, you go.
All right. Well, as I had said in the short and sweet version, I finally gotten my setup. I finally got an Omen PC with an Asus monitor. I just got a free monitor today from my buddy. It's just an old school AOC monitor, which works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I had to scrub paint off of it, so that's what I did for a solid 20 minutes today. But
Nice.
got it. It's all clean, pretty. I got my stream setup stuff too. Little webcam, which is what I'm on now. My quadcast mic, which is what I've been dying to get because it's just pretty.
It does look very pretty, I will say.
It
that.
is nice.
I did see the video on
Apparently-
Twitter.
Apparently it's RGB, but I don't know how to get the green and blue. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've done. I mean, I got my full-time job, which I think I had said last time. I had finally gotten confirmed as the full-time smart home expert.
Congrats.
Best Buy, so
Congrats,
that's
sir.
neat. Thank you.
That's cool.
Appreciated. I haven't really been doing too much. I'm gonna start working out again. I've been looking at whatever gym I want to go to. The past couple of days I've been messing around with some CS:GO, playing that. Mainly surfing. I literally haven't touched anything else besides surfing because I want to figure that out. It's not easy. I will say surfing is not the easiest. I
It's
also
not
am
easy
like,
being cheesy.
you're right. But I'm also just very slowly trying to figure out how to use a keyboard, like in game wise. So it's a lot different than console game.
What were you coming from?
PlayStation.
Okay.
Just plug in a PlayStation 4 controller into it, dude.
But I feel like that's cheating.
Right.
It's not cheating.
Like, cause I know, like, I don't know how to aim down sights. I don't know how to do anything. But like, I bought a mouse and keyboard. I bought a nice mouse and keyboard, so I gotta utilize it.
Just trying to
bought
be
the
authentic.
Corsair K55. And, like,
It'll
it's
make you a
not
better gamer too. Is it?
Yeah.
Good challenge.
like, I don't know. I've been wanting to PC game for a long time, so I decided to finally get up and do it. I pulled the trigger, bought all of it. It hit me pretty hard, but I think it's worth it. Definitely worth it. Other than that, I've been dealing with some things within my esports team. Things are trying to get things to go smoothly. I'm the COO, so I have to deal with everything essentially that the main owner doesn't want to deal with, or I have to deal with like the hammer kind of side of things. Like I have to be the dick every now and then, which I'm fine with. I like being that because if people don't want to listen, you got to get rid of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner's great dude, but he's too nice to tell people like, hey.
Sometimes you just gotta go tell someone to go heck off. You know.
You gotta friggin' heck off. But no, yeah.
Nate,
been hanging out with.
Can you like put me on your esports business just to tell me to go heck off? Like in front of someone else, just be like, go heck off.
I'll throw you in the chat, tell you to heck off, and then delete you.
All right. Cool.
Like, that's how I deal with people that wants to be a pain in my fucking ass.
Oh yeah, I'll have you. I'll just make you an example.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if you've ever watched Friends, but it's basically when Monica hires Joey just to fire him.
There you go.
To make sure people don't fuck with him. Fuck with her.
See, that's what she can be. That's what I can be.
Exactly.
I could be Joey.
What? We might do that.
It's clever, actually.
Other than that, I've been bullshitting a lot about like conspiracies with my buddy Doug.
Oh,
Everyone here knows Doug.
Dougie. He's a good person to talk conspiracy with.
Oh, dude, he's great. He knows his shit. Like he's a smart dude. Just having fires, hanging out.
Has he talked to you about binaural audio yet?
Technically, he didn't bring it up. I found on YouTube it's called 8D audio, which is binaural audio. And I had no idea what it was, but all I know is I had earbuds in. I was laying on my bed when it was in this room. And I had my eyes closed and it just felt like it was circling my head. So I was like, yo,
isn't it crazy?
Fucking wild.
Yo, try that shit on Kratom.
Oh, God. I'll have to.
I love it.
Binaural audio is sick. But yeah, I talked to him about that and like, we talk a lot of audio, so I'm going to be getting into more audio stuff. He's going to be teaching me and like found me a lot of good deals. So that's going to be my next purchase.
Doug's been trying to get me to get like a really nice audio setup in my house, and I've been like, no, I got too many video games to buy. I was like, I can only have one obsession at a time.
Oh yeah.
And it's video games.
Would you fall into an audiophile rabbit hole if you really tried?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, I know I have the addictive personality. I'm not fucking with it.
I like it.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, yeah, totally. I would get like some really nice shit, but no. No.
Fair enough. Like I said, this week hasn't been crazy eventful, considering I was on last week, so it wasn't enough time for my life to have like semi-exploded and then reformed. But yeah, I haven't been doing too much crazy stuff. Been hanging out with my girl. Saw Spider-Man, which I think I saw. Yeah, I saw Spider-Man again. That me and Jeremy had talked about that last time. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what's going on. If I don't make it on next week, or if y'all don't want me on next week, I'll have more time to have crazy stuff happen.
Good shit. Who wants to go next?
Well, I guess that...
It's only you two.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess that's us.
So pick, damn it.
Well, we've been doing a whole lot of Pokemon hunting, I'll tell you what.
Well,
and I went up and visited Erie for a little bit. That's why I wasn't on the show last week.
How was it?
I was in a plane in outer space. Yes, it was a good time. I got to visit a bunch of people. I caught some Pokemon. I took James. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon. James came with us. Me and my cousin and his girlfriend.
I like it.
Jesus, that's loud.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But and then back here, we've been hanging out. Tomorrow is my main man Justin's birthday over there.
Happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
But yeah, there's been we have some Pokemon news, I guess, on our end, just because that's all we do now.
It's true. Lots and lots and lots of reading.
You need to start doing IRL streams. Sure.
I know. I don't know how to do it. Oh. She is typically our navigator and our communications expert.
I'm the transporter.
Right. We have Amir as our captain. And then
yeah, I don't know how
Justin
you go
and
about
I take care of security.
I don't know how you go about doing an IRL stream, but like
by phone, I don't know.
Battery packs.
Yeah.
Lots of battery packs. Yeah.
Well, Jeff, you have a lot of battery packs. So.
I do. I have like at least 2 of them, and then she has like 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
you could power a small
I'm always
city.
prepared.
Yeah.
Or even if you don't do like a live one, you can just record yourselves with like a GoPro or something and upload it after the fact to YouTube or something. Just kind of like daily adventure stuff.
That'd be cool.
Just a thought.
Adventure time.
There you
Come on,
go.
grab your friend. Yeah, man. Like, we went on this one hunt, dude, for what was it? A Machamp, I think. And
yeah, Machamp, dude. Yeah, we went little park deep in the wilderness, dude.
yeah, man.
We trekked through like shin deep water, like with our vans on to go catch. We're the only ones who went, so we got it.
With my son on their back.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty. He was pretty handy. Like, he would grab one of the overhead branches, and then like Donkey Kong, you know, he would hang on to it, and then we would use him to swing to the other side.
That's fucking epic. I love it. How do you guys find these raids?
Placed around.
We're in a Discord.
Yeah, they show up. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we're in a Discord, so they there's a lot of level 40, so we're not quite level 40 yet. Pretty much grandfathered into the game. You're an old person in the game at that point. But once we follow a lot of people who've been playing since the beginning. So we're in the Discord in our county, and they pretty much post all of the raids there.
Oh,
and once
nice.
we go to one raid, there's so many people there. You know, we just follow those people to the next one and the next one and the next one.
Dude, we're talking literally like 8 or 9 cars just parked in one area, and everybody's
sometimes
fucking.
more, to be honest. Sometimes more.
That's
you know?
awesome.
Right.
Though.
It's like,
And it's
at
within
least 20
minutes.
people, yeah.
Within minutes, they are there.
Oh man,
Yeah.
yesterday
That's
we hit.
crazy.
So there was this raid on NT to it was yesterday, and
Crazy
it
dragon
was
wolf.
4 to 7 o'clock. I got off work at 6 o'clock, so there was only 1 hour remaining in the raids. We went to 7 within that hour. Caught all 7, dude.
That's
And it's
fucking
like,
epic.
dude, we went to like 3 raids in like not even 10 minutes. Like not even kidding. That's like almost.
Yeah, it was just back to back to back.
That's just
Within
how many
the-
people
That's crazy.
raids. We were just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and it's crazy because those higher level raids, you have to have at least like 6, 7 people playing, right? So
No, it's on the level 5 raids.
It's like 10.
Yeah.
The recommended party, the battle party, it'd be, it says 20 people. But, I'd say, at least 14 people could take. Well, I mean, with the Mewtwo, that one was pretty difficult. So you needed at least like 14 people for the
Jeez.
Mewtwo just to catch him,
So
Just
there's
to get
like
the opportunity to catch him,
So there's like 6 groups of 20 people that are fucking just flying around the city. You know,
That's
can you imagine
awesome.
being pulled over? Like, what are you doing?
We're going to catch Pokemon, officer.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, you're one of-
Quick, I gotta get back
You're
to
one
work.
of those guys. Like, yeah, I'm one of those guys. At least I'm not playing Harry Potter.
At least I'm not doing the
What's wrong with
cocaine.
that?
There was.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the
Touche.
video. There's a video. I'll see if I can find. I'll post it in Discord. But basically, this guy. It's at nighttime, and he's asking these people like, "Hey, you guys want to get to the next level?" He's like, "You trying to get on?" Like talking about Pokemon. And then there's a cop like right around the corner listening to it, and he was like, "Hey guys, I got what you need to get to the next level, guys." And they were like, "Yeah, man, we're trying to get on Pokemon." I was like, "Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to get on. I got what you need." And he was like, "You guys got Weedle? I got a Weedle. I can I can change the Weedle." And the cop then comes over, and the cop's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "So what are you talking about? Like people are you trying to get on, or you trying to get to the next level? Weedle? Are these code words?" And they're like, "Oh, it's Pokemon." And she was like, "You're not talking about Pokemon." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm talking about say if they want to get to the next level on Pokemon." And the cop was like, "Well, what's in your pockets? Your pockets are huge." They're like, "Oh, they're Pokeballs." And she's like, "Empty your pockets. You don't have Pokeballs." So he literally empties his pockets. He has 50 tiny Pokeballs in his pockets. I guess he did this on purpose because he knew the cop would come over to him. So he literally dumps out his pockets. The cop was like, "What the fuck is this?" And these guys come up and they're like, "Do you really have Pokeballs in your pockets right now?" And they were like, "Yeah, man. I asked you if you wanted to get on and get to the next level with me." And he was like, "No one believed me."
Check this out. If you guys can see this, there's this guy on a bicycle. It's this older gentleman. He's probably like 70 at least years old, and he's on a bicycle. And you can see.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit!
those are a lot of phones.
Is that
He's
Yeah,
catching
people-
Pokemon like a
Some
champ.
people go very hard.
Yeah, that's probably like 20, 30 phones.
That's insane. If anyone's
So for
Yeah,
so
go ahead,
for our
James.
audio listeners here,
He's
this
about
man
it.
has a huge contraption of like 20 phones
Looks like he's on a bike.
hooked up to his bike, all playing Pokemon Go.
dude,
That's-
fucking people go
that's
hard
too
on this
much.
shit.
Dude, you
That's
guys
too
want a
much.
Weedle? You want to? We go hard.
That's overwhelming.
I'll see if I can find that video. It's fucking. Shit's hilarious. The cop literally doesn't know what to do because she's like, I've never dealt with anything like this before.
I need an adult.
Yeah.
What was the Pokeballs?
Nothing. It was just literally fake Pokeballs. Like, I don't know the purpose of him having Pokeballs in his pocket for, but it was just the funniest thing.
It's for the social experiment, bro.
Yeah, and he was like, I asked him they want to get to the next level. I'm level 20, man. I was like,
you gotta have friends to get up there in level. You can't just do this on your own.
Nope.
This is a social thing.
No, I'll see if I can find it though. It's fucking hilarious. Other than that though, how's everything else with all you guys?
Pretty good.
Oh,
Staying
good.
busy.
I just got a comic book that I've been waiting months to get. Dude.
What'd you get?
A Serious House on Serious. So it's a really dark take on much bad artistic pages.
You cut out. I feel like you cut out on only the crucial parts.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Arkham: A Serious House on Serious Earth. It's like a very psychological trip for Batman through the Arkham Asylum. You know, and the take on Batman and the Joker is it's very dark. You know, it's one of the darker. It's completely different from any comic book ever made, pretty much. I mean, like it's like a horror almost. You know, so I haven't had the chance to read it yet, unfortunately, but I'm gonna get to that at some point.
So is it part of DC Black Label?
It's not. So it was made, I believe, in the 80s. And it was a standalone graphic. It was a standalone graphic novel.
So is it like a one shot then? I assume, or does it have like an over-expanding arc into actual continuity, or is it a one shot like the White Knight?
Yeah, no, it's a one shot. Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
pretty
go
cool.
grab it, bro. Yeah.
No, you're good. Anybody got anything else before we move on?
Well, basically, we're also, all three of us are going to stuff like that, talking about that.
That was all gone.
Yeah, it only cuts you guys out when you're saying exactly what it is specifically.
It's like it knows.
It's like, so anyways, this week we're going to totally... And then, when you're not even expecting it, all of a sudden... and then they won't even know what... Because we're too busy...
Exactly what happens. Exactly what happens each time.
It's like, yeah, that sounds amazing.
Oh my.
All right, so basically, all three of us have been really throwing around ideas on doing skits and putting those up on YouTube. Skits. I said it right.
I know you
Get
did.
out of here.
It cut out again.
Oh God.
It did cut out.
Okay, so we're gonna be filming some stuff, and all of us are pretty much creatively inclined, so we'll be doing a lot of that stuff.
So be ready for a whole bunch of tentacle porn. Just copious amounts.
Hey man, I got terabytes on my hard drive right now. At least 3 terabytes. 3 terabytes.
You need to share that drive with me.
On my 1 terabyte hard drive.
I need a few more reference videos.
I like it.
Okay, good.
I like it.
Other than that, there's gonna be my YouTube channel is gonna talk pretty much a lot of self-healing, and it comes like from just doing a bunch of art with people and talking real stuff with them, conspiracies and all kinds of junk. So there's a lot of good stuff coming our way, and we adopted Justin.
I like it.
And he's a amazing person. He's gonna be on our group.
Walker, what did you just eat?
What did what?
What did you just eat? Oh, it looked like it left a really rough face on your face.
Oh no, I was trying to play a trick on my dog where I set it on her nose, but she ate it before I could, so it didn't work.
Oh.
But I like the YouTube stuff that you guys have in the works. That's gonna be pretty epic.
And definitely Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, all three of you. I've seen the one day we were doing the podcast. I think it was Justin that was drawing in the background. I think, if I wasn't. Yeah. You guys are trying out your tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you my page right now.
Yeah, and we're contemplating ideas of an apartment that's big enough to accommodate like an actual studio space in it.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, which would be really cool.
That was his painting. It's a series of 3 Earths.
Oh, okay, I can ship.
Yeah, it's based on it's based on a science fiction I wrote.
Yep, and then we're gonna be doing a website as well. So it has to do with like you
Tentacle
getting
porn.
your own planets.
Tentacle porn.
Tentacle porn, but
Tentacle porn.
you get to create your own planets and have people roleplay on your planets with your own rules.
I like
My
that.
planet has nothing but tons of tentacle porn on it. It's pretty much, I call it tentacle porn-topia.
Nice name.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
It's gonna be the sexiest, disgusting planet of all of them. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm still on the head. I'm still on the mic. Tentacletopia.
The only other thing that really popped up while y'all were talking was I'm planning on putting together a big D&D gaming time. Like I
Did
want.
we ask you? Huh? Did we? I don't think we did, you son of a bitch.
I mean, you did.
That's what my dad said before he left.
Oh, that's so dark.
Back to 14 years old.
Oh, that's so dark.
It's not as dark as that video I posted in our little group chat there, Walker.
Oh, fuck
about
off.
that one.
Yeah.
So I saw this one video on Twitter today. Someone said, "Yo, Beach Shazam is one of the darkest, grittiest shows ever."
What?
And I'm like, all right, I gotta watch this. So for those who don't know, Beach Shazam is a show where it plays like a small clip of a song, and you have to guess what the song is.
It's physically Beach Shazam, like the app Shazam.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I know that one. Yep.
So one of them was, it was, this one guy, it was like, okay, man, you're going for like $260,000. And he's like, all right. And it plays like How to Save a Life. And he goes, "How to Save a Life," and he's like super emphatic
like
and
screams it as loud as you
like
can.
Super hyped about it. And the host Jamie Foxx was like, "You got it," and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," and it keeps playing like How to Save a Life through the credits, and then right after it cuts to a black screen that says "In Memoriam" of that guy, the guy who won it. Apparently, he died like a few days later. I'm like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
shit,
Jesus.
Yeah.
oh my god, dude."
Yeah, that was fucking. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. I thought it was a joke video, and then all of a sudden, in memoriam, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa. I was like, oh, okay, I guess. I was like, hope nothing bad happened.
Shit, that went
Yeah,
that was dark fast.
Yeah. When's your D&D thing? I was just fucking with you. I was just joking you off.
Oh no.
It's just joking.
I'm trying to build a good amount of people. I want at least like 4 to 6 people. I want to set up like this giant crusade. I don't really know what to do yet. So most of my D&D knowledge comes from like improv D&D. So we don't do a ton of like actual scripted shit. It's kind of just let's figure it out as we're going. I like how he asks then walks away. That's fantastic. That's literally like flashbacks of my father. So yeah, tell me, Zip. Oh, it's been 7 years, Dad. Where you at?
Yeah, he's gonna go get a pack of cigarettes and a six-pack.
I
have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I just plan on putting together a good group of people and someone that's actually like into shit and figure it out. I don't really have any ideas yet per se.
Figure it out.
Manifestation.
I kind of want to do something like Victorian era, like but like steampunkish too. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, dude, Walker, you completely missed this thing that he's trying to put together. It's fucking crazy.
Your son was telling an epic story, Walker.
And you just straight walked away.
And
You're
you
like,
just
so
go
tell me about your day, son. Oh, never mind.
Just kidding. Don't fucking care.
There's
Pretty
a
much.
I
wild
gotta go get
Pikachu
some
over
milk.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
like, it's boring. Fuck it,
I'm
I'm
fresh
going
out
away.
of cigarettes. I got to go to the corner store like 3 countries away.
Ah,
Oh my god.
What is this shit I'm listening to?
I'm
It's
not
good, but it's too chill. It's too chill.
it's anal rock.
Dropping the mic.
I feel like I'm in an elevator.
It's the roast.
I'm gonna roast you.
Okay.
Roast
Anyways,
like,
James,
You guys ready for the news?
you're a bitch.
News.
You're a bitch. Fuck
You're
you.
a bitch.
Fuck you.
Yes, let's talk about some news, ladies and gentlemen.
Some news?
Bitch news.
It is. This is the most epic part of our day. This is the
Wait.
time
Tell me
where
about
people
the
get
weather,
educated.
Ollie. It's gonna rain.
News. News.
News.
News. There we go.
So,
It's been a while since I bust something up on. I'm sorry.
our level unlock,
Cracking
our
open from CNET and Tech Republic. And
lock
I'm Jason
pickers.
Heiner, your
Like, what the
host.
fuck is talking right now? It's my goddamn thing. I was like, who the fuck is has a serious deep voice, was talking like this? I was like, what the fuck was that? An ad was playing. That's what it was.
Okay.
And you can hear it. So let's start off with some movie news.
Some movie news.
Of the movies. News. Once again, Spider-Man Far From Home, #1 in the box office. So far, it has racked up $188 million, which is absolutely phenomenal. Wow. Phenomenal. Toy Story 4 is #2 with a $20 million. And next week comes out, not this Friday, but the following Friday, is The Lion King. It appears that it is very likely that Avengers Endgame will pass Avatar. It needs $7 million.
Nice.
That's insane.
In the 2 theaters that are still playing it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right.
$7 million bucks. That's all it needs.
Close.
It has a total of 2.78 billion, which is utterly insane.
It'll get that record, but it better have a fucking asterisk next to it. I say it every week.
2.7 billion.
It better put like a Barry Bonds, like slap that asterisk next to it, because that was kind of fucking
Slap that asterisk.
bullshit that they added DLC to my fucking movie that I already watched.
I mean, Avatar did it too.
Plus, you
Avatar
gotta
did
beat
too.
the whole game again. Like, you can't even
Yeah.
like skip to it. You gotta play through the whole game again.
I've seen that movie 5
deal.
times.
I only seen it once in theaters. I saw it the other times. I found a link on Facebook, and I watched it from a cam
How
version.
was the quality?
Nice.
Eh,
That's how I watched The Dark Knight.
it
I
wasn't
watched it on YouTube,
great.
camcorder quality.
That's how I watched Logan. I watched Logan in the quality ever. For
Logan's
Really?
so good.
Yeah.
I've only found one good cam version, and that was for The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Because somehow
Oh,
I
I
got
forgot
a
about that
copy of the version that they send to the Academy Awards. So the people from the Academy can watch it, because it was being nominated for Oscars while it was in theaters.
Wow.
And somehow I found that version. It was perfect quality.
wow.
But that was the only good
Huh.
quality one I've ever found with a movie that was in theaters. Was that?
I will say I did watch the Aquaman that came out.
Oh,
His play, and it had a pretty good, and it was only like 2 or 3 days after it was in theaters. I was
not bad.
really, yeah, I was surprised at how good of quality that one.
I remember I used to download the shit. Don't
LimeWire,
anymore.
man.
And torrent that shit.
Yeah. We've never done any of that
LimeWire.
stuff. The
Fuck
government
it,
that's
I did all the
watching.
time.
We
Yeah,
only
yeah.
legally watch movies here.
Yeah.
In this Christian household, we all go to the movie theater. We don't do any of that.
For all the FBI people that are listening to our podcast.
Hey
You
man,
get
it's
a
over the
message
statute of
link in a
limitation.
second. And he said,
That's it for movie news. It's very short, very subtle, nothing big, nothing
Well,
important.
well,
What
I
about-
actually, I have 2 things for TV news.
What do you got for TV
What
news?
is that?
I have one, I guess.
The reason I bought an Xbox One was for a game called Cuphead.
Yes.
It's a fun
Yes.
little game that uses traditional
What?
like 1930s style animation. Netflix is like, hey, I want that shit, so they're making a TV show out of it.
Nice.
Well, isn't
So
that
that's-
nice?
That's pretty cool. Here's the article from Games
Could
Radar.
you imagine being the inventor of those characters?
Yeah, the
Just
one
being
that
like-
did it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, this was just my little idea, and now it's a video game, and now it's a cartoon on Netflix, and you can buy plushes, and there's kids with posters, and
He
all
almost
that
lost
jazz.
his house making that game.
Jesus.
Because it was like completely self-funded, and it was way more expensive than they thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
And like he put out like a second mortgage on his house, and he almost lost it.
Wow.
And then Microsoft was like, "Yo, we want that shit." And Google Chrome
Man,
just died. Oh,
uh,
never mind, it's back. But yeah, it's called. Let me reopen the webpage real quick. It is called. It's in collaboration with Studio MDHR, which is the people that actually made it. So I have pretty good faith in it. It doesn't say in this article. Of course not. Never mind. I lied. Probably something adorable, like the Adventures of Cuphead and stuff. And they also announced at Anime Expo, I do believe it was, Akira is getting an anime adaptation.
I heard about that.
So they're going to, instead of like, because there's the movie, but it leaves a lot out of the manga, this is going to be a faithful adaptation to the manga being made by the original creator too. So that's pretty cool. That's it that I have for news.
So, I have a few things.
For movie news. Go ahead.
So Netflix, they just recently, I have here, Avatar: The Last Airbender, 2020. It's a live action. The original creators, and the original team that made the animation for Avatar: The Last Airbender is in collaboration with Netflix to release a live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2020. So that's gonna be a series, a television show. So.
You mean they're not going to use M. Night Shyamalan again?
Right. No,
you know,
no.
because he did such a great job the last
Okay.
time.
It is the original team. Original team.
That's awesome.
That movie was bad, like worst thing ever. But if M. Night got it now, I feel like he could do better.
He shouldn't even get given that opportunity again, ever.
M. Night is a phenomenal director.
Well, I think
what ruined director.
What ruined The Last Airbender was the actual Avatar movie. The fact that it came out 2 months before The Last Airbender, so they were like, when people said Avatar, they were like, "Oh, you mean the blue people, right?" Like, no.
I mean, that movie itself was just genuinely
they were like, no, The Last Airbender, that Avatar.
The Last Airbender was a bad movie.
Well, I mean, it didn't help. It didn't help that another movie called Avatar released 2 months before it that happened to be the most sold movie of all time. That didn't help it at all.
Nope, not at all.
That didn't help whatsoever.
No, absolutely.
Because everyone's like, I'm going to go see Avatar. Oh, they're cool with the blue people, right? No. Well, what Avatar?
Oh, you mean Fern Gully?
Yeah, they're like the last Airbender, the one with the powers of everything. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I think of the blue people. They're like, God damn it. Like, son of a bitch.
Another really awesome anime that was it's called The
Let's do it again.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Should I bring back the nut button whenever it
no.
Whenever it cuts out, just smack it?
No.
Oh well. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So it's called The Promised Neverland.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's a psychological thriller, and it's basically a bunch of kids who are who live in this really amazing world, and they live amazing. They're about to get adopted, and then they realize that shit goes down afterward. They don't really get adopted. So, cannibalism is a thing. Explosions, and having kids like the age of 4 and 3 doing some detective work. So it's pretty awesome.
Like Captain Conan.
Yep, it's an amazing anime, and it was worth noting because they're waiting for the next season to be released. And so am I. So if it's something really, and it's like super scary because like then you start realizing crazy stuff is happening, and it's kids. Like, I don't know, psychological stuff happening to kids kind of just messes with your head.
On a quick note, so they recently, just a few weeks ago, probably about a month ago, they finished filming and they finished production for Morbius, the living vampire, the Spider-Man. And Jared Leto, he is Morbius. So they did wrap up that production. So maybe he might get redemption. We'll see. From his Joker. We'll see.
I don't think he needs redemption. We should have gotten a movie that portrayed him with him actually being in the movie. He was a fine Joker. There was nothing wrong with him.
Well, the way they played it out, that you were expecting him to be a way bigger character.
He's a fantastic actor. He is. He's a fantastic.
I think his Joker was perfect, and if people are like legitimately aware of like what Joker they were using, because the Joker they use is an exact replica of one of the Arkham arcs in Batman.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
it wasn't a grill, it was plates because Batman had snapped and punched his teeth out.
Beat his teeth out. Right. Right.
Also, there's still the entire contemplation that that was a Jason Todd Joker. This is a whole thing
Right.
that could go on for like 20 minutes.
With
But
the suit,
Morbius-
spray painted. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know how I feel about them doing Morbius, because my whole problem with that is the Sonyverse is so disconnected at this point from like Tom Holland, and in theory they're thinking I don't remember what's the bitch's name that runs Sony's like production company, whatever her name is. She wants to reboot again. When
Well,
Tom
if-
Holland,
You know, Sony's gonna use Tom. Apparently, is that's
what?
Okay.
No.
Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, we hear it just cuts out.
Apparently, Sony is going to be using Tom Holland for Uncharted, which I don't
Yeah.
know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be
been
young
confirmed.
Nathan Drake.
Young Nathan.
That's I mean, Nathan
That's gonna be
Drake.
such a short part though. Like it's not gonna be like a long part.
I mean, it makes sense if he was a younger Nathan Drake, but I mean, Nathan Drake's a lot older
Yeah.
than Tom Holland, so we'll see about that.
No, right, but that's the thing is Tom Holland's parts are going to be the young Nathan Drake, and they haven't released who's going to play older Nathan Drake, because it's not going to be all just like, oh yeah, we're going to run with
Right,
Yeah, where
Well,
he's
young.
like first hanging out with Sully.
Yeah,
right,
like
exactly.
him and I can't remember his brother's name, Sam.
When it comes to Spider-Man, in their contract, that if this movie doesn't reach $1 billion, Marvel loses the rights to Spider-Man. This movie has to do $1 billion, which it's only $150 million away from doing $1 billion, so it most likely will. But if it doesn't,
Oh yeah,
Marvel will not have any rights to a third Spider-Man. It was in the contract that Sony gave to them that each of their movies, that the first one was kind of it is what it is, but the fact after he's now established in the Avengers, if Far From Home doesn't reach $1 billion, Marvel loses the rights to Spider-Man, and then Sony gets 100% creative control back, and Marvel gets nothing.
there's no way the movie's not hitting $1 billion.
Oh, it's
With
gonna.
the amount of
It's
people-
gonna hit $1 billion.
But the amount of people who have leaked things about the end credit scene, people are like, I need to see how the fuck that happened.
Yeah.
Like,
But
that movie is
supposedly
going
though,
mad.
if it does hit $1 billion, there will be a third one. But then after the third one, Marvel no longer has a contract with Sony, so they are talking about potentially using Tom Holland to put him into the Sonyverse. And the Sonyverse is what includes Tom Hardy's
The bad Venom.
Venom.
The good Venom. Fuck you.
Woody
No, that
Harrelson's
movie-
Carnage.
Comically, that movie makes no sense.
The movie was a good movie.
The
Fuck
movie
off.
was a fine buddy cop movie, sure.
It was a
but
great
that
buddy
movie
mo-
makes
yeah.
no legitimate sense.
That was one of Sony's highest grossing movies.
I
that
enjoyed
movie
that
Yeah,
way
is
and
more than
also what
Endgame.
they did with the symbiotes kind of made sense with the symbiotes, all the symbiotes from space coming out. You know?
That doesn't no, because those symbiotes are Life Foundation symbiotes. They are artificial. Phage, Lasher, Riot, and Scream are all artificial symbiotes. The only two real symbiotes, which first of all,
Symbiotes.
Riot's not actually a symbiote. Riot is a artificial symbiote created in the Life Foundation, which they shouldn't have used him as the one who also came down, because he's not a fucking symbiote. He's not a I can't remember the name of the actual breed that they are, because
They're
the
raised.
plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're raised. But that movie makes no sense. That movie is so comically bad. But Tom Hardy was good, sure, but Eddie Brock way too old. Way too.
He was
old.
pretty old.
Should not have been 40 years old.
Are you guys
as
saying
Eddie
you didn't
Brock.
like Topher Grace? It didn't remind you of the '70s show?
Here's my thing. If Topher Grace was a little more buffed up, I don't think it was that bad. It could have been better, absolutely. But him as Venom, it had the consistent jealousy. It had the anger towards Peter Parker. At first, Venom is not a remorseful person. Eddie Brock is not remorseful. He's full of hatred. He cannot stand it. because the race that they are completely neutral creatures unless they get connected to someone with an unstable mindset.
Yeah.
That's how Carnage became so absolutely insane. Is he got infected with the blood after Eddie had slashed him when Cletus was about to kill Eddie inside of the prison cell. Then Venom slashed through the wall. Cletus was cut. It's part of, depending on which one you look at, but the part of one Venom had gotten into Cletus's bloodstream. This is why he's mostly red instead of just black, because a lot of them aren't colored. They're all pretty much black.
So with the end credits of Venom.
Wasn't ya? Not.
Come closer to the thing.
With the end, you said with the end credits. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with the end credits with Cletus Cassidy. So that's a pretty good head nod to the next film. With Carnage being a pretty powerful, strong Carnage film.
I wasn't a fan of the Chucky wig.
So.
The what?
The Chucky wig.
Right, but he has red curly hair. He has red curly hair.
Yeah.
He has short red curly hair. That's not fire engine red. It's more of a chilled back normal ginger, kind of like
a walker.
Jeremy's hair was redder.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's exactly how it is. And also, they portrayed Cletus Cassidy as a psychopath instead of a sociopath, because his specific line was, "Do you want me to turn the serial killer on?" That's not how that works. Cletus Cassidy is a zero remorse person who literally kills because it's fun, and he doesn't care.
Right.
Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse itself, is my go-to area of knowledge. That and anything to do with Deathstroke from DC and all that shit.
Nice.
Yes, the Spider-Man movies piss me off. If they're gonna do anything, they need to give Flash Thompson, they need to fix him. But right now, it seems like they're making him more of a Harry Osborn-esque character, which they should just give us a Harry Osborn, honestly. But
I'm surprised they didn't.
Whatever.
That
was
super rumored.
They filled it in with Ned, and Ned's great comic relief, sure. But who the fuck's Ned?
Yeah.
He's more of Elkie. I can't pronounce his name correctly, but Elkie is one of the comic relief characters that was Peter's friend. But they need to do an Agent Venom. I think that would be the proper way to save Venom and put him into the Marvelverse, because they don't want to do the too dark, gritty shit, because obviously they're not going to have Deadpool directly connected. They'll probably sprinkle him in, just like they should do with Venom, because Venom is, yes, very gory, rips people apart, people's heads, whatever. That's fine. That's Venom.
Well, the next 5 years is when they're going to be incorporating the X-Men finally into all this, so...
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a slow go, but within 5 years, the X-Men will be integrated into the Avengers. We'll see how.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
We'll
I really hope they do an
it.
X-Men versus Avengers. I think that would be super sick.
Maybe. But yeah, they said within the next 5 years, there is no plans for any X-Men movies right now, but within the next 5 years, all of the X-Men will finally be into the universe. So,
nice. My actual movie news that I had, I don't know if anyone else knew, that Monster Hunter has been full-blown confirmed, which is just going to be a very bad movie, I think. The movie's going to be terrible.
Good old Resident Evil.
They have the girl from Resident Evil. Get her the fuck out
and
of
the
here.
director.
She needs to go.
It's the director and the actor from Resident Evil.
It's so bad.
And
then they have people that look like they belong in Crouching Tiger.
Maya something. I can't remember her last name.
Malkovich or something?
Yeah, something like that. James loves the Resident Evil movies. They're his favorite.
He watches them
I heard
over and over and over and over again.
The best movies in the world.
You can tell by the look. You can tell by the look on his face.
You know how we all have that 13-year-old cousin that would just watch Pocahontas or Titanic over and over and over again?
Yep.
Yeah. That's James with the Resident Evil series.
Don't you even fucking joke about that. I'm about to burst a blood vessel. The anger is building right now.
I love it. I had to bring that up.
You said that's your favorite shit, bro. What are you talking about?
Don't even fucking play me.
Yeah, when we took a
even
long
fucking
walk
play
in the
me,
park.
dog.
You said I love them. I watch them all. You recommended the Netflix one for me.
Repeat too.
On
Don't
repeat.
Don't
Got the
even fucking play me,
soundtrack we
dog.
walked to. Catch a Pokemon with the soundtrack to Resident Evil. A good one.
That's a good movie
love
segment
you.
right there. That's
I hate all of you guys so
love you.
much.
We love you, James.
Also,
100%.
Flash season 6 has been confirmed.
I hear that's a good show.
Wow.
It's a good
It's
program.
great.
It's probably better than any of the Resident Evil movies that ever got aborted out onto the scene.
The
Yeah, all the
DC,
Resident Evil movies are objectively bad.
the DC universe that has nothing to do with any of the DC movies. I love it. Do they?
See,
They confuse
wish
the
they
fuck out of
would.
that because they have 2 Flashes, 2 Supermans, 2
they don't have
everything.
2 Supermen.
Well,
They
and
sort of do.
Supergirl, he shows up.
Where's Mega Man fit into all this? Mega
I
Mind.
don't. I correct me if I'm wrong, but in Supergirl, that's not actually Kal-El though.
No, but Superman does show up though. It's not Kal-El, but
No,
It's-
yeah, but it's not the Superman. It's
No.
a Superman.
yeah, it's a
No,
Superman.
yeah, I agree.
Because
But
the Flash and Supergirl are in 2 different universes.
correct. Earth 32 is where Supergirl
Yeah.
resides.
Yeah, and then he just basically full on blasts into her universe. He's like,
Mhm.
shit, I can't fucking get home now.
But yeah, but
Anybody seen Titans, the first season?
what's up?
Teen
Have you
Titans.
seen Titans? Well, no, not.
I won't watch that show.
Really? Why not?
Oh, why? How much time do we have?
Fuck
No,
Batman.
for real, because it's honestly fantastic.
Yeah, they did a really good run.
It looks
No.
good.
You know, Geoff Johns is now in the production teams of DC. You know,
Really?
Warner Brothers.
Maybe
Yeah.
it'll get better, but
Well, yeah,
I can't
Well,
with
yeah,
a conscious
Swamp Thing,
mind.
The same team and James Wong directed. They just released out
Yeah,
the
and
same.
Swamp Thing got
Swamp Thing.
nixed real quick. They blew Swamp Thing out. It's canceled, full blown. We'll get season 1. That's it. My problem with Titans.
Oh God.
Oh.
It's getting real.
Robin is not an edgy fucking teenager. First of all,
Well, they're not showing him as a teenager. They're showing little
he
more
acts
grown
like
up.
an edgy teenager.
Yeah.
The age
Yeah.
he is, he should be Nightwing. He should be
acts
the
like I
Well,
did
basic
when I
blue
was
and
14.
white
They're
Nightwing.
transitioning him into night.
Who are they
Yeah,
going
he's
to use
moving
as
into
Robin?
that
then?
character.
And also, Starfire. Let's not get started there.
I don't
Starfire
know.
is so bad.
No, she's
Her as an actress is not fit for Starfire. She doesn't act bubbly. Starfire is a complete, like, brain
she's
dead
pretty
character.
bubbly.
But the thing is that you have to understand a lot of these writers are just the same writers as Teen Titans
Yeah.
as
And
well.
that's fine.
They can make kind of like making their own rendition.
Starfire, if you watch it, it's like she has no memory of who she is, and she's kind of like going back into like remembering who she is as a Tam Rainey. So it's pretty good, and it's based. The baseline is on it's on Raven and Trigon, and Robin does have a pretty powerful leadership role in bringing the Teen Titans together. Beast Boy, Raven, and it's a pretty high budget television series. So they
And they're
really
all
present
way too
characters.
Yeah.
No, Beast Boy's the same age as he's a teenager.
He's 13?
Raven's-
Well, I thought it was supposed to be like a little further ahead.
They are.
Yeah, I thought they
They're
were
a
supposed to be a little
lot
older.
On a
Just like
positive
the
note,
Cowboy
though,
Elf.
on a positive note, they did make Teen Titan Go versus Teen Titans. It's on Nickelodeon. If you can watch it.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
Wow.
But no, like, my big
When are we
thing.
going to get geriatric Titans?
No, they did a pretty good job though. Good.
Yeah.
Everyone of the age that they are at, it should have been a Young Justice. That's what should have happened. Young Justice is all like 16 and up with Superboy. Tim Drake, I believe. It wasn't Dick. I think Young Justice was Tim Drake. And what
I
they
think
should
that
have
was
done
him.
with Teen Titans is they should have done everyone younger. They should have been younger kids. So because in like 2 or 3 seasons, they're all going to be closer to 30. And what are they going to do then?
Well,
Like,
no.
We'll get closer to geriatric Titans.
No, and like, dude,
You're actually
it's it's not really for kids. It's a very action-packed, combat based like television series. So it's
No,
like
I'm aware. I get that part, but the characters don't close enough resemble their comic book counterparts. Like all the
you have to
DC
think
TV
about the Teen
shows.
Titans where Dick Grayson and Corey, when they're older and they're leading the younger Teen Titans, that's what the series is like entailing,
And also, it was a big head nod to just recently picked up, and he's also doing collaborations and artwork for some of them as well. His name is Gabriel Piccolo, and Cami Garcia is the writer. But as you can see, like some of the stuff that they have are and these ones are kind of like what they're saying, kind of older. So it's like a big head nod to them as well. But yeah, it was a big rendition to what they're showing in the the television series.
I hope big things for Warner Brothers. We'll see what happens. We got my boy Robert Pattinson as Batman, and
I think that could be good.
we have the new Joker coming out.
That's very
Which one?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin, that's going to be a bad movie.
That's his origin story.
That's a origin story.
Yeah. Well,
it is a origin story. It's not,
because there
There's
are
so many
3
universes.
Jokers.
These multiple universes just making my head hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
It's not even. What's up?
I said they ended.
This is an original. It's an original.
Yeah, they ended the DC universe. They're not doing that anymore because
they're doing a full reboot.
Because they got rid of the Justice League. They got rid of the Suicide Squad. The only people they're keeping is Aquaman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, and that's it. They're redoing Batman. They redid the Joker and everything else.
Supposedly.
Are you guys ready for Birds of Prey?
No.
Dude, Ewan McGregor plays Black Mask, Roman Sionis. So I want to see.
So wait, Ewan McGregor as an Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Why?
He plays Black Mask.
Hey,
no.
It could be good.
My whole world's falling apart. He's too old. Black Mask is like 35.
Yeah, you never know.
Got to give it a chance, sir.
Yeah.
No, it looks dope.
Yeah, but they got rid of the DC Universe concept, so we'll see how everything plays out.
Bring that closer. This is Rob. Big head nod to
Red X.
I like it.
Yep.
The only thing that will save that show for me and will make me watch it is if they actually go a Jason Todd Red Hood route for season 2, from what they were like inkling with the writers had said things on the internet. Like Dena Geek had a couple of different
They didn't introduce
articles.
Jason Todd into the series. Jason Todd is in the. And it's
what was that last part? You cut out real quick.
Jason Todd is in the first season of Titans.
Is he? He popped up.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a couple episodes.
Later on in the season.
If it's Red Hood, it's gonna.
We'll see what they do next season, because it's been about a year since they released it, so.
We'll see what
There's
happens.
just a lot of things that DC Universe is doing that's really pissing me off. I also
As comic book nerds, like I feel like, but like we gotta think about it this way though, that each one of these people have like individual takes on what they believe that are the stories as well. So you guys gotta give it a chance though, because I've read all the comic books. I'm like, the Suicide Squad, totally wrong, and like the movie was trash to me completely. Super fan service. There was like nothing really of the actual comic, but what else, the Bible has big guidelines. But a lot of these other ones are getting really close to what the comic books were.
Like my problem is I grew up in a comic book shop. My uncle owned a comic book shop. So I've been on this shit since I was like 4 years old. And I just can't. Obviously people have creative rights. Fine. But Suicide Squad and we'll get off of this in a second. I know I'm keeping this up because I keep ranting. But Will Smith played Will Smith. That's all he did. He wasn't good. He wasn't great. He was Will Smith. Period. That's all he does. He plays Will Smith.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Will Smith, sure, he's a great actor, but he just plays him fucking self. That's all he does. And Harley Quinn, whatever. She was actually fairly decent. She didn't make me that upset.
Still fan serviced.
No, 100%. Margot Robbie, yeah. It was the super skimpy version is just, hey, look at this. We have a semi-hot female on the screen.
#1 Halloween costume 2 years ago. Remember that?
No, yeah, that was ridiculous.
Oh,
No, that was just an excuse for people to dress up as little as they possibly could.
Hold on, at this point, I'm gonna have to.
That's why I wore it.
Even little girls are doing it though.
BRB.
That's why I wore that costume.
Nah.
Very hairy.
Well, even this year, even still, the last 2 years, Harley Quinn's Halloween costume is still one of the #1 most sold Halloween costumes, which is crazy.
Yeah, I keep buying it. It's
Yeah.
very comfortable. Holds everything in. It's very airy. It's like the latex material that dries real fast. It's nice.
Jeff, all you have is like
nice and
your,
pretty. Yeah, I feel it.
you have your work uniform, you have that Ganon shirt, and then the rest of your wardrobe.
It's just Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
And all different editions. I got the Jester outfit, right? I got the Daisy Dukes. I got the.
But
Yeah, all
my
pretty much
favorite.
small.
we forgot
Yeah.
though the
What did we forget?
old-fashioned Geek Squad branded
Oh, banana hammock.
banana hammocks.
I got a drawer
Wait,
full of
I'm
them.
sorry,
Hold
what?
on. What?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with James. I'm sorry. What?
A couple years ago, Geek Squad, the corporate, actually came down with the thing that actually required all agents to wear these Geek Squad branded banana hammocks. They were
I
pretty
feel like
intense.
that's straight lies. Unless he can go get one,
That's
I don't
bullshit.
believe you.
I got a drawer
That's
full of
bullshit.
them. I'll mail you one of them. I'm gonna mail
Yeah,
you one.
mail me one. I'll give you my address.
I'll mail you one of my banana hammocks.
Yeah,
You can wear it if you want. I'll make sure I wash it first.
Oh, sick.
yeah.
You know, you got the beach up there. It's nice.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
You said you was going surfing.
Go strap my stuff on Presque Isle.
Why do you think Schroeder wanted to become the lead? Just because the fact that we were the ones that had to initiate this process, and we had to show him what to do. It was
Yeah,
a good time.
My.
it wasn't an easy process.
no, definitely not. It took some transition.
Jesus.
It took some
The banana
transitioning,
hammocks.
but no, it was a good time though. Dude, who was that? The employee that fucking I can't remember who we walked.
Killed it. Dude, we killed quite a few of them with
We
it.
did. Oh, we really did.
Remember when we told Dale he was fired?
Yes.
I hope he's not watching right now.
Oh man. I mean,
I promise I would never do that to somebody again. He got really upset.
Oh, he did. Do you know Nate James who Dale is from the Geek Squad?
He was at the fire, right, Schroeder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the one day, me and Schroeder, so Dale was notoriously late quite often.
I've heard.
Yeah.
So he was late, and the one day, I don't remember like how it came about because we were like, I was texting him, no answer, because he's the closer. And
We started getting like other people to text him.
yeah, and then other people were like, "Hey man, we're busy. Where you at? No answer.
Like
no
stuff's
answer."
getting serious. You need to get down here.
And so I'm like,
Like they're
Schroeder.
talking about you.
I was like, Schroeder, start calling him and texting him saying, Walker, myself, and Mike are pissed, and they're thinking about firing you.
Like they kind of already did.
And so Dale finally calls him, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I'm telling Schroeder what to say, and I'm like, "Hey, tell him that don't worry about coming in. We filled his shifts from now until eternity, and he doesn't have to come in ever again." And he was like,
He's pretty upset.
He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?" He's like, "Hey man, they had enough. They already called it up to HR."
Like I tried to talk them about it. Like I tried to talk them out of it, but they were like, "No." I was like, the Family Guy dude that's like, I tried to talk with my girlfriend about sleeping with her, and she said there's no way. It was like one of those.
Yes. So
There's no way.
Schroeder is selling this amazingly. Dale's freaking out. Dale's like, I slept in. It was an accident. My alarm didn't go off. And Schroeder was like, I'm sorry, dude. I couldn't talk him out of it. They already called up to HR. It's a done deal. Dale starts like basically hyperventilating over the phone, thinking he's legit getting fired. And then Schroeder was like, we're joking. Dale hangs up.
Got that from just a bunch of them.
He immediately hangs up, and
Yeah.
then he comes in, and he literally
He's
just
pretty upset.
he was pissed. He walked right past us. Was like, "What's up, Dale?" just straight beelines into the back, completely.
Like, I'm never
noise, all.
talking to you guys again.
Yeah. And he was like, dude, I was fucking shaking my boots. I was so pissed. Because it was myself, it was Schroeder. Luke as well was in on it as well, and somebody else was. There was like 5 of us texting him like, hey man, they fired you. So he was freaking out.
Oh, I have the same one.
That's funny though.
Yeah, that was hilarious. We did it a couple times.
Great. I wish that would happen more often so people.
He didn't find it very funny.
Oh, he didn't find it funny.
He didn't find it very funny at all.
And then me and Schroeder with all the new employees. We'd always sit him down, me and Schroeder, and tell him about the uniform change. It was a good time.
Yeah, we should nix that topic.
We'll talk about it off podcast, off stream. Because I'm curious now.
It was nothing bad. It was just funny.
Yeah.
No, it was nothing. It was
most of the time.
Yeah, for the most part. But yeah, it was.
Check out A Serious House on Serious Earth.
But yeah, what's next? I know we've been on this one for a while.
Well, now we're past that. The actual news.
Now we're on to the other news.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot this week. I know there's a lot of stuff going on about Amazon Prime Day right now.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Just Water from Jaden Smith.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Jaden Smith has special water.
Yep. Jaden Smith's Amazing Water is coming to Amazon. Just
Jaden Smith branded water?
Well, for Flint, Michigan, really.
Why?
Just to provide water for Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
I was worried there for a second.
Yeah. Because we already have boxed water.
Etc.
Boxed water.
Boxed water.
It is. It does look like it comes in a box.
Yep.
Have you guys
we
ever had
legitimately
water in a
have
box?
boxed water.
Yeah, have you ever had it?
I've seen it.
It is also biodegradable stuff. That's why it's a box.
Have you guys ever tried actual like water in a box?
Yes.
No.
Weird.
It's actually really good. It doesn't have any of the taste that some waters can have from the plastic bottles. It actually tastes phenomenal.
Another interesting one. Have you ever? Okay, so I'm not making a joke here. This is legitimately serious. Have y'all ever had Fred?
Oh yeah, I have.
Fred water.
Good.
It's water in like a flask-shaped bottle, and it literally just says Fred.
Yep.
It's called Fred.
They
Yeah.
used to
So
sell
weird.
They used to sell them at Sheets and like glass.
Yeah, that's
glass
where I got it.
bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so weird.
I was actually gonna do a thing at one time. I was gonna do reviews on all of them, just buy one of each one and do a review, but I never
Yo,
did.
black water is fantastic.
Life water is where it's at. It's the pH balance.
No. pH balance, get black water.
Life water
BLK.
is actually alkaline. Life water is alkaline.
Really?
See, black water is pure alkaline. Straight
It is,
volcanic water.
Yeah.
Volcanic water.
Yeah, it's look up BLK water. It legitimately is black.
You know,
No,
talk about.
It is. It's pure alkaline. It is fucking black as shit. Like all the water is black.
It's like legit black water.
It is.
Yeah,
it's all black.
it's crazy, and it's not like
Yeah,
dyed or
it's
anything.
really weird.
Hold on. Let's just put black water just for shit.
Yeah, y'all can drink that black ass water. I ain't drinking no black water.
It's
Y'all nasty.
good.
Y'all nasty.
So what you're telling me is this is why I'm.
If I want
I'm
black
getting-
water.
and it's
Yeah.
black.
And that's a clear bottle.
Nope.
Yeah.
If I want black water, I'll go to Flint, Michigan.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll get no water there.
Oh man.
Except for Jaden Smith's water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, so getting off that topic, Nintendo announced something earlier in the week
La gasp.
called the Nintendo Switch Lite.
Sure did.
So it's just a smaller Nintendo Switch that does not have detachable Joy-Cons. It comes in 3 colors: yellow, gray, and turquoise. They're coming out September 20th. It is completely dedicated for handheld play, and it's gonna be $200, which I think is it's a fantastic price point for it. Basically the price of what 3DS was when that first came out. Yeah. Big thing though, the controller's gonna have an actual fucking D-pad, and I'm a little upset about that.
Yeah.
Give me an actual fucking D-pad on my Nintendo Switch, goddammit. They don't have any plans of making a legit Joy-Con that doesn't have a D-pad. I hate you guys. They're also coming out with a limited edition Sword and Shield bundle.
That's cool.
On the 8th of November when Sword and Shield drops. It's gonna
That's
have
what I'm talking about.
special back to it with the 2 legendaries.
Nice.
Segueing on to more Pokemon stuff. This is actually a pretty weird piece of news. So there was a Pokemon card that someone bought that got lost in shipping.
Yep.
So it may not sound like a big deal, but when you look at the cost of the card, that's where things get really interesting. This one Pokemon card that is a trainer number 3 card is one of the rarest in existence. It was given out to the 3rd place finishers at the Super Secret Battle in Japan in 1999. So this card is worth $60,000.
Jesus Christ.
Someone paid $60,000 for this card, had it shipped
and it was
over,
lost.
and it's just lost.
Somebody's pretty upset about that.
But the kid had insurance on it. So there was insurance put on it.
Up to $50,000. That's it.
So I mean,
I guess it's still better than losing anything. Yeah.
Apparently, it looks like it got lost somewhere, possibly in the New York somewhere in NYC. And the buyer's now offering a $1,000 bounty for information to help track down the card's whereabouts. So that's a little interesting tidbit of news right there.
That is interesting. Oh man, back in the day, all the Pokemon cards.
Speaking of interesting news, boy howdy, are there some really weird Final Fantasy XIV crossovers going on right now.
Oh.
So do you guys want to hear what's going on in China or Australia first?
Australia. The Aussies got some weird shit.
All right, Australia first. So Domino's Australia is having a promotion going on right now, where if you get a free copy of Final Fantasy 14 Online Complete Edition, which contains the game, Heaven Sword, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. You must order what's called the Gaming Bundle, which includes 3 traditional pizzas, 1 order of garlic bread, and a 1.25 liter drink, and costs about $60 in Aussie dollars.
Okay.
So if you're feeling like eating and playing Shadowbringers for the next 100 years of your life, there you go. You can get a nice discount.
Yeah, sounds good.
Basically get some drinks, 3 pizzas, and garlic bread for free. That's pretty cool.
And get bunny girls as well.
And get bunny girls as well. But here's something that's even weirder, in my opinion. China's Final Fantasy 14 thing.
I feel like this is gonna be crazy. Go ahead, lay it on us. Lay it on us.
So there's a special mount that you can get in it. You can get not a mount, but you can get a black chocobo in the game from different on Amazon. If you buy literally any game on Amazon, you get the black chocobo for Final Fantasy 14 free, or normally it's like stuff like that. You buy a game or something and you get this code for free, or you pre-order it. So KFC in China is going like a whole nother level.
Oh.
All right, so you get the black chocobo, and Google Chrome decided to crash. There we go.
Now, is it the black fat chocobo or just regular?
The black fat chocobo. Okay, so you have to buy a family deal for 4 and eat the whole thing in the restaurant before someone hands you the card. Now, here's what's in the meal. All right, so 1 double chicken burger, 1 vegan mushroom burger.
Everything he's just saying, I'm gonna do it.
1 5-piece chicken nugs, 2 original recipe chicken, 2-piece New Orleans chicken wings, 1 old Beijing spicy duck roll, 2 Pepsis large, and 2 peach oolong teas large. So that's not bad though, right? That doesn't
Light
seem
work.
too bad. That's
Light work.
yeah. That's just for one person.
So it's each person.
You get 4 of those when you buy this.
Oh my heavens.
So
I accept your challenge.
yeah, you actually
Your challenge.
so you actually get 4 double chicken burgers, 4 vegan mushroom burgers, 4 5-piece chicken nugs, 4 2-piece original chickens, 4 2-piece New Orleans chicken wings, 4 old Beijing spicy duck roll, 4 2 large Pepsis, and 4 2 large peach oolong teas for one person.
Sounds like a dinner for champions. Sounds like my kind of dinner.
So there's people in China that are actually getting together with their raiding buddies and going to that and helping each other out eat the meals.
They're getting the W.
That's awesome.
They're
That
getting
is the
dubs.
W.
They're treating it like an actual raid in
That's
real life.
great.
That's crazy.
I fucking love
That's what I'm
this.
talking about. That's real community, guys. That's
That
real
is
community.
dedication.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
it. I love it.
That's
I saw
pretty
that
sick.
today and I'm like, oh, this is going in. This is going in right now.
One for the books. One for the books.
A lot of people are making games for the Google Stadia. This is from GameIndustry.biz. Google Stadia has received 4,000 applications from developers. So the Google Stadia is Google's cloud-based gaming platform. Yeah, a lot of people are making games for it. They want to at least.
Okay.
Any
yes,
games
yes,
that we
you
might
have
know of?
Nate, you have your hand raised.
So I know you're a big you've been into the Google Stadia since we started really talking about it a couple podcasts ago when I was on the first time. So Screen Rant and a couple other people are saying it's going to be bigger and better than the new PlayStations and Xboxes. What's your opinion?
So I was all for the Google Stadia, and then I found out that hey, all the games are gonna cost full price. Like they're gonna cost full $60. So I'm like, nope, fuck you, get out of here.
Yeah, they're saying it's going to be bigger and better and
It
stronger.
can't be.
More
because it's not an
no
actual.
way.
So much more powerful.
It's not an
More
actual.
powerful.
System.
Power levels are going to be higher than any other gaming console ever.
It's not an actual system. You're
Right.
streaming using your own Wi-Fi.
Right.
That's
So it's
all it is.
essentially like a giant PS Now.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not streaming. You can you can literally game using
A Chromebook.
the Chromebook or the Chromecast Ultra.
Or the Google Pixel 3 line of families.
Yeah,
Buy one now.
It has nothing to do with the console. So say it'll be more powerful is it's all
That's
depends
not sponsored.
on. It's all depend on
Hashtag sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored.
what you're gaming with. Yeah, if you have a gaming PC that's stronger than the PS5, then yeah, quote unquote stronger.
I mean, in theory, I feel like my gaming PC is stronger than at least a normal PlayStation 4 or.
Probably, yeah.
Portability wise, yes, it's way more convenient, but at the same time, you're gonna have the xCloud thing
Right.
along those lines. So you have a bunch of different companies to choose from here soon with the streaming aspect of it. So the Google Switch will have xCloud. So
The Google
not the Google
Switch.
Switch, Jesus, Nintendo Switch.
The Google Switch. That's a neat crossover we got
You know
going
what?
on.
The Nintendo.
I didn't even know that was the thing.
Google Switch sounds amazing. I'm
Talking
gonna buy
about
it
that for a
now.
little while.
The Nintendo
Um,
Stadia and the Google Switch.
The Nintendo Switch will have access to the xCloud, which means you can literally stream Call of Duty on the Switch because
I
you're
can
not
play my Halo.
using the software that's built inside the system. You're using your internet. It's
They did the same
Yeah, it's just
thing.
streaming it. It's like
yeah,
Netflix.
all you're doing is streaming it onto your device, so you can use your phone to play Call of Duty, to play Halo, to play any game you want. It just depends on your internet speed.
But here's the thing too. It's like the internet here in the U.S. is not
Sucks.
made for this kind of thing. In Japan, they've already tested this really well with the Nintendo Switch, with Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Resident Evil 7
Yeah.
being available on the platforms for renting, and they were huge successes. But Japan's a lot smaller. Their internet hubs, if you will, are a lot closer to each other.
Well, the one gig internet's only available in very select areas. Verizon FiOS, Google's Wi-Fi, like they're only available in very, very, very specific areas. So
yeah, and still though, like you still have to be careful because, you know, sure you may have up like a 1 gigabyte, you know, upload and download speed, but when you're streaming like games and stuff, when you're going up streaming, it's like anything can get in the way of that. You know, it has to go from node to node to node to node until it finally gets to Google servers, and then node to node to node to node to get back to your house to get the information.
Such a hater over there. She's making fun of us for taking our glasses off and cleaning them.
Sorry, we don't have 20/20 fucking vision.
Actually, no, I'm blind too. I got my glasses.
James is cleaning.
That's why I'm
now.
just like I'm not feeling. I don't know. But you both took it off like I'm like I gotta take mine off too.
Got those gamer glasses, baby.
Gamer time. I need some Mountain.
He's a real gamer.
Monster.
Yeah.
I got some Monster.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
I got my vape. I'm ready.
How's it going, Kyle? Where's your WRX?
The only thing you're missing is the dubstep music.
He's
I
got,
can get the dubstep music.
he's got the drywall behind him, so he's good to go.
Yeah.
So convenient-wise, the Google Stadia, yeah, will definitely be convenient, but at the same time, when you're paying $70, $60 to stream a game,
that you don't even own.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it worth it?
No, that doesn't make sense.
They will eventually have a monthly membership, $14 a month, that will have games, but that won't be for a couple years.
They should 100% do like the PS Now style, or like you.
Well, they're gonna eventually, but it's gonna be a couple years.
I feel like
it's gonna take a little bit.
Like that's backwards though.
That's kind of like almost ass backwards.
Backpedaling. Yeah, that's definitely backpedaling, but.
So it will, but it'll be the same thing with the xCloud. The xCloud won't have access to being able to do every single game on the market right away. It'll only be able to do games that you own. Once the xCloud servers are up and running, then you'll be able to pay the monthly fee and utilize all the games. But when it launches, you'll only be able to play games that you have owned and downloaded on the console.
Huh.
Yeah.
Then
what's the point of it?
Curious.
Stream your games. You can stream your games wherever you're at. You just have to own the game.
Yeah, but usually when you play a game, it's, you know, when you're in front of your TV that presumably has your Xbox hooked up to it.
Yeah, but you go to your friend's house that doesn't have that game, you stream it onto their Xbox and their TV, boom, there you go.
I mean, you could also just bring the disc over to their house.
Yeah, but that's too inconvenient. But at the same time,
the convenience is not there. Sorry.
But
we're living. He had a stroke. We live in a world of instant gratification, so like I get that, but like still.
You want to play on your computer or you want to play on your Switch, you can't play the game on your computer or Switch. That's when you have the xCloud comes into play. It's almost like what PlayStation did with the Vita. Remember, if you bought the mobile PlayStation, if you bought the
I remember the Vita,
the AT&T
oh yeah, and no
PSP,
one bought that.
Yeah, the one that had internet built into it. You literally put your PlayStation in a mode, and it streamed it to your PSP that you could walk around anywhere and play. It was only for AT&T, and no one bought it.
No one bought that though. Yeah,
it didn't.
I did know one person that had it, and I thought they were like the king shit. Yeah. Because I just had my Wi-Fi Vita. I was a stupid little peasant that just had a Wi-Fi Vita that I could only play my PS4 in my house.
So it's essentially the concept that Sony did, but it didn't do it. It didn't do well. And at the time, Sony, they didn't have your big ass 4G phones that could stream into the phone and stuff like that. And now Xbox, you do. So Xbox did it at a better time.
Yeah, but how many people are actually legitimately going to do this, though? How many people, one, are going to have Wi-Fi access if they're out and about with their Switch? Like, good internet access to stream, you know, Halo 87. Or,
right.
you know, when you could just, you know, okay, here, I'm gonna play Gears of 9 on my computer.
Gears of 9.
Gears of 9 on my computer. But oh wait, right next to my computer is my Xbox.
He's
Gears of
making
War
Play on the
9.
fucking Xbox.
he's making fun of Gears of War. There's no actual Gears of 9.
I
was
forgot.
about to say, I'm like, what the
I forgot
heck?
the war. Sorry.
Yeah,
Gears of War 9.
He's making fun of it just because they continuously make the same games.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm just using it as a way down the line example.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, okay. If you're someone who's going to be interested in this, I can almost guarantee you that you're going to have a computer in a close enough area of your house as your Xbox.
Yeah.
So why not just walk to the
Turn
Xbox?
on
Yeah.
your Xbox.
Why not just go to the TV and play Xbox?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting concept. We'll see if it takes off and it lasts. So, I got a couple things before you finish, James.
Okay, go for it.
Call of Duty. They had the first kind of beta for very select streamers over the week last week, where they released the new mode. It is a 2-on-2 gunfight. It's what it's called. Basically, it's 2v2. You want to prove that you and your buddy are the best squad, or the best duo in the world. You do the 2v2 gunfight.
So it's 1v1 me on Rust, essentially.
More or less. August 1st, the Modern Warfare multiplayer mode will be revealed. They are having a press conference, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. They will be releasing what will be the multiplayer, rather it be a battle royal or just a regular multiplayer mode.
So Walker, you're watching that, right? I'm not doing it.
Depends what I'm doing. August 1st is my 30th birthday.
Well, I mean, you can always do it later.
Yeah, I could. I can watch it
Your
after.
30th birthday he's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You do your 30th birthday later.
Yeah.
August 2nd, still August 1st.
Exactly.
Still August 1st somewhere.
So we'll have more details on the 2v2 gunfight, as well as they will release all of the modes, including what the multiplayer mode will be. Yeah, they are doing twitch.tv/Call of Duty. It's their version of a Nintendo Direct.
No, don't.
That's what it is.
Don't even put that anywhere near. It's just a press conference.
And
don't sully the Nintendo Direct name.
They will supposedly be confirming crossplay between all the consoles and systems. So which is a first for this game. So that'd be kind of cool.
I
and
just
yes,
thought something really funny, but I can't say it on stream.
Yeah. So yeah, that is coming, and we'll find out more in about 2 weeks.
Yay.
Yay.
This is for James. The other day, last week, in case you missed it, he bought the PlayStation Classic.
I did.
It was on sale for
Unfortunately.
It was on sale for $25, down from the original $100.
Go fuck off with this, Walker.
Nice.
Go fuck off with this. Please.
So,
stop.
For those who've been listening, James has been running into a very huge line of bad luck, where he buys something, and then magically 2 days later, it's on sale for even cheaper, to the point where he's bought in full-priced games, aka The Sims. A week later, it was free. So he buys.
He's really good at doing this too.
He is. So he buys the PlayStation for $30. It is now on sale for $20.
This guy can't catch a break.
Yes, it's only $10, but it's the fact that it literally keeps happening to James. Oh, all these games. I love you, James, so much. Sorry, I had to add that into the podcast just because.
I hate your guts.
But if you guys go back and listen to the other episodes,
is this payback for saying that you have a receding hairline?
It is. But yeah, for those who do listen to the podcast, if you go back, there's quite often that he'll talk about a game, and then the following week, that game will be significantly discounted.
Yeah. Okay. So where are we at now? Borderlands, the Handsome Collection.
Yes.
That was free 1 month on PlayStation Plus.
And he bought it
2 weeks after I bought it. The
Sims?
Sims 4, that went free on EA Access or EA Origins for like 3 days after I bought it.
Yep.
Something stupid like that. There was something else.
Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 7. I bought that. I pre-ordered it for $50 on Amazon. It got dropped down to, what was it, like?
Another $10. It got taken off like 3 days later.
And
this.
And
I think there was another game. I don't remember what it was though.
Probably something like Fallout or something.
I don't remember what it was, but it was something. It was.
No, I think it was Fallout 76.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was Fallout.
Because I bought that for like $30. Because why not? I wanted to laugh. I wanted to point and laugh at it.
Yeah.
And I think like a week or two later, that's when all the shit where it's like, oh hey,
free to play for a month.
Yep.
No, it's like, oh hey, you buy these analog stick toppers and you get the game for free.
Yep.
Or hey, here's an Xbox One X Fallout 76 bundle with another copy of Fallout 76 zip tied to it.
Yeah.
So you have to take it.
But yeah,
they're just trying to get rid of them.
This has literally happened to James so many times. It's quite funny.
It's kind of uncanny.
It is. And yeah, $10 doesn't seem a lot, but it's still.
That's my life.
When it happens over and over and over again.
What, uncanny?
Yeah, when it continuously happens, it's just absolutely hilarious.
Not.
I love you, James.
Nuts.
For the
Nuts.
For those Madden lovers out there, Madden 20 is almost here. They released the 99 rank club for the players who are ranked 99, which is the highest ranking you can go. There's 4 players. One wide receiver and 3 defensive players. DeAndre Hopkins from the Titans. He's the wide receiver who is ranked 99 across the board. Aaron Donald, who is defensive tackle for the LA Rams. Bobby Wagner, who is a linebacker for the Seahawks. And Khalil Mack, who is a linebacker for the Bears. They are the players who are 99. ESPN is actually doing a special this year. It's called Madden Ranking, where they are actually going to
follow around the dude that that does this.
Yeah, and basically make live adjustments, interview players, things along those lines. They're making basically a series out of it to see exactly
entertaining.
How they.
It's one of their 30 for 30 series, which are actually like really good documentaries.
Yeah, essentially how they choose their rankings, because you'll have good quarterbacks that are like 60s or 70s, and they're like, dude, I should be like a 95, and they were like,
everyone's gonna say I should be a 99.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they go about and how they actively change the rankings throughout the year. So that's kind of cool. I don't know why I have a thing about iBuy power.
Nice.
Gears 5 will be smoke free. They are taking smoking out of the game. The main character cigars he always smokes.
Marcus Phoenix, he's
gonna
have a vape pen instead.
Yeah. They are taking his cigar away and making it an anti-tobacco game.
My Christ.
We gotta kill this horde.
There's just gonna be really big tobacco bugs.
Yeah.
They're sawing in half.
Going forward, Gears 5 and every Gears to follow will be strictly smoke-free, despite the M rating.
Who the fuck cares?
An anti-smoking campaign is dedicated to take younger people away from smoking, and hoping that this game as a pop culture phenomenon will help embrace that smoke-free culture.
All right, here's my thing. Here's my 2 cents real quick. All right, who the fuck cares? No one cares. It's meant for adults. If your 13-year-old child's playing it, maybe you're a bad parent. Moving on.
Facts.
It's very true.
Who the fuck
That
cares?
is true.
The person that's playing it is of legal smoking age. They can make that goddamn decision if their favorite meathead is smoking. Hey, maybe I want to smoke to be cool like Marcus Ding Dong.
I'm a grown-up. I can do that if I
I'm a
want.
goddamn adult. Those kids who are 18 that are playing that game, they're a goddamn adult. They've paid their taxes. They have the right to smoke if they goddamn want to.
So a little more Final Fantasy VII talk. It has been confirmed.
It got reduced again.
Yeah. Oh, it did. Yes, it did. It's on Amazon Prime, which he pre-ordered it, and now it's on sale for Prime days. But so James is still screwed for what he paid. But no. Squaresoft.
I broke even.
Yeah, you did break even. Squaresoft announced a German Facebook page. A German Xbox Facebook page said in a post that has since been deleted, saying that Final Fantasy VII Remake will be launched on March 12th, 2020 for the Xbox One. That post has been deleted because Square Enix has come out and said it will be launched.
Square Enix and Microsoft.
Yes,
Both
have come out and
said
no. There is no.
No.
Yes.
No, that's not what's gonna happen.
Yes, that was a mistake on the Xbox Germany, and Square Enix says they have no other plans for any other platform release for Final Fantasy VII. Which
means it will definitely come out on other systems at a later date.
Yeah, because they're not saying it's an exclusive, but they're saying there's no current plans for other platforms on March 3rd.
Nathaniel, you have a question.
Oh, this is gaming news. So first of all, anyone know the website Polygon?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that reputable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it is confirmed Microsoft is making a new game in the Fable franchise.
Nice.
They've been saying that for the past, when did Fable?
Okay, also, to be fair, they said Half-Life 3 was never going to come out, and the patents got confirmed.
Yeah.
That's true.
But Half-Life 3 isn't coming out.
It is coming out, because the patents got confirmed earlier this year. Valve was
the
like,
guy that came out,
we're doing this.
but the old writer came out was like, nah, fam. Here's what I was going to write for Half-Life 3, but nah. Not anymore. He posted
apparently,
Half-Life 3 was released in the form of a script.
Microsoft is making a new game in the Fable franchise, reports Eurogamer.
Really?
Citing multiple anonymous sources. The developer is said to be Playground Games, makers of Forza Horizon series. New franchise's reboot is coming nearly 2 years after the closure of Lionhead Studios, which created Fable games. If I actually go into the article itself, everything I just said, founded 2010. Eurogamer said that UK-based team at Playground is likely to be making a Fable franchise-themed open-world action role-playing game. The powers that be at Microsoft, Eurogamer said, we're inspired to create a new single-player experience by the success of Guerrilla Games' Horizon Dawn. Eurogamer sources said that the new Fable will be a reboot of sorts, since the original Fable assets were taken off the table when Lionhead closed. Polygon has reached out to Microsoft and Playground Games for comment update. Microsoft responded to our request with a statement similar to the one given to Eurogamer, stating Microsoft does not comment on rumor or speculation. So it's heavily implied that we probably are getting this game. There's no guarantee, but I mean, Eurogamer has rarely been wrong as far as I know.
Microsoft will just kill it like they did Scalebound, and then make that company fold.
Fair enough.
For me, so the last piece of news I have is, who's heard of Area 51?
Oh,
Christ.
Christ.
No, not a single person who has ever said
chat
that
the other day
is going to actually go.
So currently, as of right now, 1.2 million people have signed up.
So the last thing on the news
get the fuck out of here.
What?
Hopefully they go live.
Actually,
None of that came
nuts.
through Dollface.
Nuts.
You said actually what?
I said, actually, if you rate.
I'm telling you, Area 51 does not want us to hear it.
Yeah, I know.
It's saying that you get a shiny Mewtwo, so.
Oh, really?
That's kind of cool. But yeah, as of yesterday, there was 600,000 people. Today, there is 1.2 million. So within a day, 600,000 people signed up, and 1 million people and another million are interested.
Dude, even if 1%
Two
go.
words. 2 words. Drone strike.
But yeah,
Who's joining the Naruto running squad with me? Who's backing up the cars?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said that they were doing that Japanese. Yeah, just like that, James. They're gonna do that running.
The Naruto run.
Yeah, everybody's gonna simultaneously do the Naruto run into the base.
They can run faster than the bullets and go see the aliens.
They can. Yeah, I mean, you're more aerodynamic that way.
This has gone. This has basically gotten so big that the U.S. military and the feds, the federal department, have actually commented on it.
What do they say?
So,
they say, please don't do that. You're gonna put us in a really weird spot.
No, they're like, do it.
Yeah.
We dare you, fucking do it.
Yeah, 2 words. Drone strike. 2 other words. Population control.
The feds basically said that they strongly strongly do not advise anyone from showing up or trying to invade a military training base. The U.S. military said that Area 51 is a dedicated training space for the U.S. Air Force, and we would discourage anyone from trying to come onto the base as we protect our land.
What about the goddamn aliens?
As we are committed to protect the United States and this land. Essentially meaning that they have followed up that the signs are true. That there is signs that if you go past a certain point, that it is an open fire area. That they have 100% right to shoot you, and there's nothing you can do if you die, and no one in your family can do anything.
But I gotta break out my A-Lamaus. I gotta break them out.
The guy who made this came out and said that this is 100% a joke. The United States government, this was supposed to be a joke. I am not responsible if anyone shows up and actually tries to invade Area 51.
Please don't do it.
Supposedly he's going to be doing an interview in the next couple days because this wasn't supposed to be anything. He made it as a joke, and somehow it caught fire, and now, yeah, literally it's gaining about 200,000 people plus a day and a half a day.
It's the Kickstarter potato salad.
I think they should 100% do it. We need to weed them out.
Darwin.
So, do you think if this gets so big that they may just be like, okay, you people want to see what's here? Here's what's fucking here.
There's nothing fucking there.
Well, I'm saying, but do you think?
Base.
I mean,
it's a bag of
really don't know that.
Dude, if there was an area.
If we want to talk aliens, we can talk aliens.
Well, no,
dude, they would be in the Arctic area.
It's a testing ground.
Yeah.
But otherwise they would use it for everybody knows the aliens aren't stored down there. You know how much fucking energy it would take to keep it cold? They're stored in like a big ice cap, somewhere.
Exactly. If there is
like
an alien
Dr.
place,
Venture
it's
shit.
100% in like.
But do you think the fact that the military and the feds have commented on this, that if it gets any bigger, that they'll step in and be like, hey guys, I know you said this is a joke, but at the same time, we really can't
let you do that.
Like, because I have a strong feeling that out of 1.2 million people, there's people in here that are like, I'm thinking of really doing this, guys. Like, who's in? I don't know what your guys' feeling is on that.
Who's really in though?
No, yeah, exactly. It's just a bunch of fucking memers that are like, oh, I'm in.
There's no guarantee.
And then we're gonna see on the news that everyone.
But
out of those 2 million people, I guarantee there's probably gonna be about 100 if people go. If that's a big if. About 100,000 of them are gonna show up, and they're gonna step.
That's still a lot of people, though.
Long area, and they're gonna get drone struck.
Do you think, despite the joke, that they're gonna ramp up like security hardcore?
Oh, they're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Okay,
have people literally waiting at the entrances just in case?
Okay, so no one else has seen it. I don't know, but I know Jeremy has. Essentially, I guarantee they have some form of like Edith style security just in like the world in general. They'll just, like I've been saying, drone strike everyone. They'll just be wiped. Period. Like that'll be like the biggest massacre, but they told you fucking not to. And if anyone gets ups in arms about it, it's
they
just
said
like
fucking not.
Said
They gave
don't.
you 15 warnings.
Because there is a main entrance and there's multiple signs throughout the entrance, and there's cars that sit up on a hill. I've seen videos in school and YouTube where people go past these signs and then you see the guy coming off the hill.
I've seen that one episode. I've seen that one episode of Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura, where he goes up to Area 51, and the dude's like, "Yeah, you can't be here." He's like, "I was a former senator, damn it. I was a Green Beret." And then he's like, "Cool."
Yeah.
Jesse Ventura needs to shut up with his
No,
dumb
give me
ass.
my $100 for this acting gig.
Do you think
I trust Joe Rogan more than Jesse Ventura.
Do you think if this hits 2 million people that say they're actually going, the government like shuts it down? Like, okay.
Well, I mean, think about it. Even if 1% of 2 million people show up, that's still 2,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of people still, you know. So I don't know. We got a lot of drones and we got a lot of crazy people. So I mean, either is possible, really.
I'm just curious of what, because for those who don't know, it's Friday, September 20th at 3 a.m. is when it starts.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. They want to do it in the middle of the night because they say no one's going to be there.
So here's another thing. That they're real close to like Slab City.
Yeah.
And Slab City, like, just imagine, like, supposedly when it's not like tourist time, Slab City is basically Borderlands. It's like a bunch of whacked out people who just hang out there. So if they go and they end up in that area, they're just gonna get like stabbed and shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're just gonna get fucking murked.
Like, I'm curious, because I do have a feeling people will show up. It won't be obviously everybody, but I do feel people will show up, and I'm curious as to what exactly will happen. If they are like, if they just kind of stand there just to like taunt the government, like, hey, we're here, okay, cool, and then they leave, or if they're stupid enough to try to actually do it.
Cool. All right, we're gonna go now. We were here, but you know, that was fun. All right, everybody back in the minivan.
For these reasons, so the other people will be there.
They're just gonna take like,
holy shit! I didn't realize it was gonna.
Yeah.
They're just gonna take like pictures and zoom in on area. You want to be like, yeah, we're here. We're like 8,000 feet away, but like we're here.
But I don't know. I'm curious, just because it's.
Everybody knows the military is gonna shoot up those things, those holographic machines, and it's just gonna be like Tupac and Michael Jackson, and they're gonna be singing there. They're gonna be sitting there singing a song together as a duet, and they're gonna be like, "This is what you wanted, isn't it? You wanted
Tupac, Prince, and Michael Jackson."
Right, and a little bit in fucking Elvis Presley in the background. Like, see, they're all aliens. Is this what you wanted? Now get the hell out of here. Get off my road.
And then
you
finish it up with Santa Claus, and the Santa Claus comes out and say, "Hey guys, I got my friend Jesus here. What else do you guys want?"
What do you guys want?
Jesus is figure skating around Michael Jackson.
Who wants to square up?
Tupac Shakur.
The Easter Bunny comes out with like a Gatling gun and a cigar. Just let's go. What's up?
Dude, if you think this guy's who made this Facebook group's making any money off of this? People like are giving him no.
No,
it's free. If you would have started a Kickstarter, sure. But Facebook is free.
Yeah,
so like,
but if he started a Kickstarter, I think the U.S. government would be approaching it a little differently.
Oh, yeah,
if there was like a GoFundMe or something to raise money for this.
This is kind of terroristic.
Yeah,
that's
all they
some
would
very,
do
very
is
domestic
sit in their
terrorism.
giant building.
Etc.
Yeah,
they'd sit in their giant building and click the giant no button on their keyboard and just wipe everything from the internet.
Yeah. If this guy started like a GoFundMe or something, GoFundMe the let's start a GoFundMe for the Can't Stop Us All campaign going in the Area 51. Yeah, I think the government will GoFundMe for one would definitely immediately close it.
Yeah, they'd be like, no, y'all can't, no.
No, we can't have this staying on our website.
But no, it's gonna be interesting. I'll be in Pennsylvania then, so I won't be. I'll be the other side of the country, unfortunately. So.
Oh, you're gonna be in PA?
Yeah, my cousin gets married that Saturday, the 21st. So I made a joke and I was like, we're gonna pull a Hangover style. We're gonna do your bachelor party in quote unquote Vegas. because it's all in Nevada, but we're secretly going to go to Area 51 and then have you back for your wedding at 11 a.m. the next day.
It's actually a great idea.
Who's your cousin, out of curiosity?
Daniel Rodriguez.
Okay. Because I know my buddy's brother's wedding is right around that time, so I was curious.
That is a great idea for a movie, though.
It is. But the next, I have a feeling like someone will probably try to make something out of this, like something. Who knows? But yeah, that was. I felt that was extremely newsworthy, just because it's literally for how much attention it is getting, and it's a nerdy thing. It's Naruto and all the other stuff, and just remember, Kyle is leading the front, man. We're backing up the Kyles.
All the Naruto runners are backing up the Kyles.
If you haven't seen
all
it,
roided out a monster.
Yeah. So what the plan is, so the basic idea is the Kyles are in the front line. We need them to drink Monster because that gives them a +10 energy buff berserk. From there, we will get them an entire wall, a dry wall, to break through, which makes them impenetrable.
That's what I hear.
We will then have rock throwers, where people will just throw rocks, and then the Naruto runners will come in from the sides.
What about the furries?
This sounds like
there is another plan with
so
furries.
Basically, it's a live DPS arrows.
But it'll be interesting.
Unbelievably epic.
It will be.
The epicness will be strong.
It'll be. I
hope nobody gets hurt.
Me neither. I'm hoping for some Facebook Live videos to see if actually anyone shows up. So it'll be. It'll be quite interesting to say the least. The crappy thing is though, in Erie, it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning, and we might be up. Who knows? But you never know.
Who knows?
But that's all I have for the news. James, what do you got?
Did you guys want to talk about G2A today, or did you want to wait till next week?
What's up with G2A?
Well, I think I have my answer.
Well, I'm genuinely curious because I know it's called a gray market, so I was debating on maybe but utilizing G2A. But is that a bad idea?
No.
So this is what I like to call G2A a story. So this is split up into two parts. So our good buddies at GameIndustry.biz wrote an article. James Batchelor wrote a great article on the website, basically talking about how there are a lot of people, especially a lot of developers. One in particular, Mike Rose, founder of indie publisher No More Robots, basically was like, hey guys, if you're gonna buy our shit on G2A, just pirate it, please. Just pirate it. Legitimately pirate it. None of the money goes to us, and it's more of a hassle for us if you buy something off of G2A. Because what he was saying is that with a lot of the G stuff bought on G2A is bought with things like stolen credit cards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not great.
When it gets charged back, the company, you know, the game company is like, well, fuck, we gotta investigate on this, and we're on almost the chopping block for this. So yeah, pretty much. These cost us so much potential dev time and customer service, investigating fake key requests, figuring out credit card chargebacks, and more. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they just want you to turn their games instead of buying shit off of G2A.
Jesus.
And then G2A. Here is part two to the GTA story, or G2A story. Again, from GameIndustry.biz. So G2A did not quite like it, that stuff. Basically saying, hey, you know, we ain't fucking doing this. It's not our responsibility. Games are generally not games that are bought on G2A, mainly AAA titles, and we promise that we will give you 10 times the amount that you were owed if it was found to be fraudulent. And also saying things like, what did they say? They also said, a lot of like backhanded comments like, well, you know, we might have done something if you guys would have talked to us about it, instead of slinging shade on it on Twitter. And everyone goes, we were talking to you about it. We want to get this fixed, so we have to throw shade now. But
what is this? Is this like a...
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know about G2A, basically a place where you can buy and sell keys for things like Steam or PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, that kind of stuff. You can buy like Steam key, like game keys. And it's very shady because you'll see a game and
What?
one set, and that's
I think he
extremely
broke.
shady. Oh, you'll have like one seller who has 100 keys for the same game for sale, and it's extremely shady. So it's not good. But you can get like, oh hey, here's a $60 game for like $20 on Steam. All right, how'd you get that though? Whose credit card did you steal? It fell off the back of a truck, if you will. But anyway, so G2A got a little pissed off about it. They kind of threw a bunch of shade everywhere. But then they probably did the most deplorable thing any fucking company in the world could. They emailed a bunch of people who work for different publications in the game industry and said, hey, here's a completely unbiased article about how great G2A is and how we're not thefts and crooks. Just make sure not to put that we wrote it or that G2A in any way sponsored it, and we'll catch you a nice fat check.
Oh, boy.
And everyone that saw that said, fuck off. And one person even posted on Twitter. And everyone told G2A collectively to go fuck off. So there's a... And then someone said, someone at G2A, they responded to that saying, yeah, it was just this one person who works here that, you know, he did that on his own free will, not associated with us at all. We would never do that. And, you know, he's going to be punished severely for it. So, yeah, G2A, CEO of G2A said that probably wrote that article. So, yeah, that's a huge FTC no-no right there. That's super illegal through the FTC.
Ah.
Yeah, that's G2A's story. Fuck G2A, don't buy anything from them.
Gotcha.
Thank you for informing us. I really do.
Unless it's a really, really good deal, and then
no,
you know, we won't really blame you.
Just torrent it. As they're all saying, just torrent their shit. But yeah, that's all that I have for news. Let's quickly go over releases real quick. We have for the week of, was this the 15th already? Jesus Christ, the 15th.
I know, dude. These weeks
My
are
God,
flying by.
July is half over.
It's actually the 16th, but...
Oh yeah, it's technically the 16th now.
No, it's not.
Well, you live in a weird time zone, Walker.
I still got 2 hours to go.
Let's see here. Anything good coming out within the next week? No.
No.
Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 comes out on the Switch on the 19th. That's it. That's the only game release.
That's funny.
There's really nothing. We got Warlocks 2 Godslayers on PC on July 18th.
Yeah, summertime is always slow for video games.
Mustached Amigos is coming out on Xbox One today. Ooh.
Yeah, I've noticed that video games, when it comes to releases, like July, August, it's very, very dead. Same thing with, because you're getting like towards the school time, everything like that, so everyone waits. Same thing with movies. Like August is like, July is like it. August is usually never anything when it comes to movies.
It looks like the only things that are really coming out this month, might as well save everyone the time, Raiden 5 comes out on the Switch on the 25th. The Kill la Kill game comes out on the 25th. Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out on the 26th.
Ooh.
Wolfenstein Cyber Pilot comes out on the 26th, and Wolfenstein Youngblood comes out on the 26th. And unfortunately, Beyond Two Souls is still a video game coming out on PC on the 27th. But yeah.
I don't know why I just hit my space bar there.
Yeah, I don't know why you did either. But yeah, that's releases. Marvel Ultimate Alliance coming out.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Shockingly, we're literally under our average podcast time.
Holy shit. We're at 2.5 hours, that's it?
Yeah, barely.
That is uncommon.
That is very strange. Very, 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 very strange.
Yeah.
You guys have anything special you guys want to talk about? Bring up comments, issues, concerns, or?
No, I'm pretty good.
25th episode.
It is.
Yeah.
It is the
Yeah,
magical
25 episodes.
Magic 25th.
It is. It is the magic 2-5, baby. Man, I got something. Hang on. Let's see. Let's go to Epic 25s.
Epic 25s.
Let's see things that have made it to 25. That's too hard.
I don't get it.
Me neither. I was saying like the number 25, like shows the 25th anniversary, things along those lines, but I can't.
Other things that have lasted 25 episodes.
Or what about like 25 seasons?
Yeah, something along
Well, I mean,
those
25
lines.
seasons would be more impressive. That's like soap opera.
That would be
levels.
pretty.
Good old days of our lives.
Is there anything?
I was always a young and restless man growing up.
Shows that have 25 seasons. Is there
Well,
any?
while he's looking that up, what's coming up? What's coming out, guys?
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Iceborne.
Yeah.
I will be a turtle.
I mean, no one here probably cares, but FIFA 20 is supposed to be super nice.
Huh.
That's cool.
Nice.
I know a lot of people
Anything
That's
you guys
always
streaming or put on YouTube in the next
Always.
week or so?
I've fallen asleep with FIFA. So.
No, nothing special on my books.
So does anyone know about that
That what? That
download what?
The DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3? No? Yes?
I think we talked about that last week.
Care.
I
was trash.
No. Did anyone play it, or is it out, or when does it come out?
It doesn't come out for a couple more weeks. It's not out yet, though.
Thank God.
So the top longest seasons of all time, the longest TV show of all time with 68 seasons.
I know what it is.
What?
WWE Monday Night Raw.
No.
The Simpsons.
No. Hallmark Hall of Fame. It's
Hallmark Hall of Fame?
It's something on the Hallmark Channel.
Huh.
It is an anthology program on American television sponsored by Hallmark Cards. It's a Kansas City-based greeting card company, the longest. Basically, they talk about their cards. It's an anthology.
It sounds like and they review TV shows.
Yeah. 53 seasons. Walt Disney Presents.
Oh.
Basically, it's another anthology that's currently on Disney Junior. What the hell is Disney Presents? I haven't heard of any of these things.
I've heard of it. I've heard of both of those, actually.
Oh, they presents Disney World, Disneyland, Disney's Wonderful Color. It's just basically a couple different things.
Basically advertisements.
51 seasons. 60 minutes. 49 seasons. Monday Night Football.
Hmm.
Here it's Monday night.
Doesn't surprise me there.
48 seasons, a show called Masterpiece, which is on PBS.
Oh, I've heard of Masterpiece.
44 seasons, Saturday Night Live. 46 seasons, Nova, which is on the Science Channel. 38 seasons, holy shit. Survivor.
Really?
Yeah.
No, bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
No,
on that.
since May 31st, 2000, it came out. It's got 568 episodes.
Wow.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's Doctor
I
Who
had-
at? I wonder.
I had about speaking of Survivor, I had a doctor that almost killed me when I was a little baby, be a contestant on Survivor.
I like it.
She was like, "Nah, man." She was telling I had like this terrible fever when I was younger, like really young baby, and she was like, "Nah, man, it's just a cold. He'll get fine with it." And then go down.
Then
wake
he
up down,
died.
Then my mom brought me to the hospital, and they're like, "Yeah, he could have died like super bad."
That's insane.
That was when I
He
was
could
like
have
18
died
months.
super bad. I think dying is.
Just
Yeah, but this
bad
is like a
as it
whole
is.
nother level of dying.
Like,
This is
like super death.
bad.
Yeah, this is when you
Super
die
Over
so
9,000,
bad.
like,
So the
Right.
the progression of Survivor, the first season had an average of 30 million people. Going to this
Jesus.
past season that just ended, had less than 10.
And one of them is my mom.
Is she?
My mom really likes Survivor for some reason. I never got into
43 seasons, live from the Lincoln Center. It's on the It's on PBS. It's
heard
basically
of
like
that.
concerts.
I've never heard of that one.
Inside the NFL, 42 seasons. 2020, 41 seasons. Frontline. I'm not sure what that is. That has 36 seasons.
Like the movie starring Nick Cannon.
I think it's
Oh, no,
the
that's
mo-
drum.
That's
Drumline.
Drumline. This is Frontline.
Pretty sure it's a
Jesus
news
Christ.
show.
The Old House. 40 seasons.
Full House?
The Old House. It's an American house improvement media brand.
Oh, This Old House. Yeah.
Yeah. This Old House. Yeah, sorry, This Old House. 26 seasons Mystery, which is also on PBS. PBS has a lot of old running shows.
Well, yeah, because the people who watch PBS are, they were alive when PBS started, so they have to continue.
When it was in
on.
its prime.
Yeah.
35
the viewership
seasons.
for PBS is gonna go crazy. Like, it's gonna take a complete nosedive in the next 5 years when everyone who watches PBS is dead.
So the next two, I'm
Gosh.
super shocked about.
That's really savage.
It is. No, that's James for you. So 35 seasons, The Real World.
The
Oh,
real
there's a
world?
fake
The
one?
Real World on MTV. The first season came out in 1992.
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Me and Jeff said the same thing.
1992, The Real World came out. I had no idea it was that old. It was
I didn't think
Mary
it was that old
Ellis
either.
and Jonathan Murray. The Challenge, which is also an MTV show, 33 seasons. The Challenge came out in 1998. It basically combined The Real World and Road Rules. And they fought each other.
The fuck's Road Rules?
So it's the same.
You don't remember Road Rules?
So
I remember Road
the
Rules.
Real World was like the original Big Brother where they all
Yeah.
live inside of a house. Road
Yeah.
Rules is the same thing except they're on a tour bus and they go around and play games and they do challenges.
So
yeah,
it's
it's kind of like
The Amazing
Nickelodeon
Race.
Guts.
Yeah.
So it's like Big Brother mixed with Amazing Race.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then the actual show called The Challenge brought people from the real world and Road Rules together and they fought each other. Basically for supremacy.
I have another one that might beat everything.
What?
What's that?
Cops.
That's actually next with 32 seasons.
Yeah,
Wow.
been on the air since 1989.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. Yeah, it's
I thought Jeopardy would be up there.
the
I wonder if
cops.
they're counting game show. They're probably not counting game shows.
I haven't
Because
got
I
to
know
one yet.
Price is Right is
That's
up there.
old.
Because they
Super
technically
old.
they technically don't have seasons.
No, they don't
That's
because
true.
it's continuous.
Yeah.
Yeah, cops probably would have been longer, but it stopped it reset in 2013.
Okay.
Well, on I remember on G4 TV they had a thing called like Cops 2.0,
Yeah.
and it was basically you were able to, before Twitter was a thing, you were like able to live tweet the episode,
I
and it
remember
would like
that.
show up.
I remember that. I remember that was hilarious. Nature, 31 seasons. The Amazing Race, 31 seasons. The Simpsons, 30 seasons. Which I'm surprised that's not higher, but I guess they do take they do take some pretty long hiatuses in making those.
Well, no, it's been going since what, like
1989.
Oh yeah.
But you got to think though, back then, how long it took them to create that show. The gaps between they released the seasons was way longer than it is now.
Well, it's still released yearly.
Yeah.
Because they would have like the Treehouse of Horror episodes every year.
I'll only do a couple more, but 29 seasons, America's Funny Home Videos.
Oh god.
31
Why
seasons.
Why is that show still around?
48 hours. 27 seasons, Dancing with the Stars.
Huh.
Wow.
I didn't know that show's been around for that long.
Me neither. 25 seasons, America's Most Wanted.
26 seasons is what?
25 seasons was America's Most Wanted. 26 seasons is Monday Night
Doctor
Raw.
Who. Doctor Who also had 26 seasons.
Yeah, this doesn't go in order for some reason. It kind of goes up and down. Dateline NBC has 28 seasons. E News has 22 seasons. National Geographic has 34 seasons.
Just National Geographic.
Yeah. The Bachelor's 23 seasons.
That's wild.
Big Brother 21. Doctor Who has 26. But yeah, that's some of the biggest. Law and Order has 20.
Bong bong. Now, is it just regular Law and Order, or are we talking about like
both.
SVU or like combined?
They run at the same time, I believe.
SVU
Criminal Intense.
SVU has 20. SVU is still going. Law and Order has 20. But Law and Order is canceled.
Yeah, Law and Order has been canceled because SVU was better.
They have the same amount of seasons because Law and Order, the original, started 9 years before SVU.
Okay.
SVU was a spinoff.
Yep. But yeah, that's
kind of like NCIS is a spinoff of JAG.
Yep. Yeah, that's some of the biggest, longest TV shows out there. We're getting up there. Soon we're gonna beat that 68 seasons with the Hallmark Channel.
Oh God.
Before you know it.
I'll hopefully be dead by then.
The Hallmark Channel are coming for you. I don't know who what. By the way, that Hall of Fame started in 1951.
Jesus. Yeah, we have a little catching up to do.
Yeah, we do. We'll get there though.
Yeah.
But
I'll be well into my hundreds.
So that is some of the longest TV shows, things that have ever been made. So we're getting there, guys. One day soon.
Yes.
But that is a podcast.
It is.
Make sure you guys follow, love, like us everywhere you can find. levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com. Make sure you send us emails at levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. You like us on Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlock Pod. That's LVL Unlock Pod.
And then for all of us, make sure you like, follow, love, hit subscribe on YouTube. Get that notification bell going. Myself, Captain_Geach15 on all social media. Captain Geach15 on the Twitter. James?
People8 Studios at YouTube.com. Twitch.tv/People8 Studios at People810 Twitter.
Nate James?
Boom.
What, James? Did you say, were you done, James?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay, you said something else. Go ahead.
I said boom. Like
got
I
it.
did
Boom.
it good.
Got it.
Got that quick.
Just for everything, YF Kitsune. Let's see, what all do I have? Twitter, Instagram. I just finished remaking my Twitch, so that's under YF Kitsune as well. But yeah, also check out Strike X Gaming. Almost at, I think we're just over 1,000 people on Twitter.
Nice.
So yeah, check that out.
Good shit.
Cool.
Thank you.
Anna and Justin?
Cool. Yeah, like I said.
Oh, cutting out.
Comic book illustration on Instagram. On Twitter and Instagram.
Get closer to your
you guys
computer.
On that.
Yeah,
closer
yeah,
to
you
your
guys are
computer.
right.
No,
Also,
no.
you can follow me on either Twitter or Instagram. Same use.
Damn it.
Post some photography and some cool graphics shit. So.
Hey, Money.
Cheese Soma on everywhere and lots of art stuff, main stuff, and then conspiracy and all kinds of craziness with Splash Screen Gaming. That's what Bay over there.
I love it.
Yeah.
On my
And
screen,
then
he's
Splash.
from
Yep.
there.
And then on Splash Screen Gaming, we got ourselves on Twitch and Instagram and YouTube, and Instagram is Team Splash Screen. I think it's like that on Facebook too, but
It is.
yeah, we're in a bunch of different places. I don't know. We'll be posting more. It's just we're in the summer season, so
Yeah.
you know we'll get there.
They're
We're
getting...
revamping, so.
Exactly. I was talking to them. You missed it last
Rebrand.
week. I was talking about a rebrand for myself too.
Yeah.
Getting out of the Captain Geach phase, moving on to something else.
Captain
Something
G.
will-
I was
Captain CPN 15, CPNG 15. I'm telling you, that's the move.
but from everybody at the Level Unlock podcast, we thank you. We love you. Our lockpickers, lockpick nation, our level unlockers, whatever you want to call yourselves. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing us to do this for 25 motherfucking episodes, which is absolutely amazing. Yeet.
That is pretty cool.
355 downloads, listeners, viewers across the world. Yes, I said the world. We're international. We got people in Africa. We got people in
Mr.
Europe,
Worldwide.
South America, Central America, people all over listening, Canada. So thank you guys everywhere where you listen. Love us, like us. Once again, Level Unlock Podcast at podbean.com or anywhere podcasts are available. You guys have a good night.
Deucers.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.